I'm assuming this is fine. I'm not peeking, etc., etc. I'm assuming this is fine. I'm not peeking, etc., etc. Okay. I'm assuming this is fine. I'm not peeking, etc., etc. Hello, 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 Ani. What's up? Okay. I'm assuming this is fine. I'm not peeking, etc., etc. Hello, 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 Ani. What's up? Okay. I'm assuming this is fine. I'm not peeking. Hello. 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 Okay, the sound is feeding back in. Sorry about that. Oh, it's been a tiring week. Any favorite Linux distro? Hello, Siddharth. What's up? I don't know, man. I also need to get up on that whole Linux thingy. Hey, Tachi. What's up? How many viewers? Oh, there's quite a few of you. Hey guys, what's up? How's your week been? It's been fairly tiring on this end. This dude will be here soon. He's stuck in traffic with his mic, so he should be here in like another 5 minutes or so. But yeah, we figured we'd just start. We figured we'd actually just start if at least one of us was here, because we are never on time, and technically we still haven't been on time. So at least half of us, if it's on time, is a good thing. Oh, there's a fair amount of new people. Hello Rohit. Hello Aryan. Hello Kritik. What did you guys watch this week? Did you guys watch the Samay Raina special? What have you guys been up to this week? I guess. Um, Watching movies. I haven't seen like the new. Sorry. Itachi, do you watch anime? Yeah, I was trying to. I was going to start this thing, season 3 of JJK, because all I've been getting are like the AMVs and edits and stuff, and I really wanted to start it. So I thought of starting it. I didn't end up starting it. In fact, I started reading, started reading books and stuff instead. So I've been doing that. Sendai Colony. I wanted to watch that. That looked really fucking cool. But yes. In terms of movies, I haven't. I don't know if have you guys seen Love Insurance Company or Dacoit or Dacoit as it's pronounced apparently. Have you guys seen it? I haven't seen either. Siddharth never been in the Samay Raina loop. Yeah, me neither. I was not really someone who watched India's Got Latent. I only heard about it through the whole cancellation controversy. That's when I found out about it. Never really. I think in the past 4 years, I don't know how many years, I've not been someone who's kept up with stand up at all. The last stand up I think I saw was the Kanan Gill stand up after he came back. After that, I don't think I've seen any stand up. I don't remember having seen any stand up. I heard Daniel Sloss's stand up was really good. Yeah, I haven't seen. Oh, Dacoit is good. Oh, okay. I heard that it was pretty meh. I haven't gone. I watched this movie. I watched this movie called Exiled, directed by Johnny To. It was recommended by Excess Cinema. You guys should check out his channel. Really cool Chinese gangster movie. Saw that. I don't think I saw any other movie actually, but yeah. Very excited for Patriot. I think Patriot will be good, if not Love Insurance Company, which, by all accounts, is absolutely atrocious. Apparently, it's really bad. So yeah. I think Patriot is the only thing I'm looking forward to this month as well, in terms of movies. Everything else seems to be like a task to go to. Everything else seems to be like pretty meh. Patriot has like fairly good, has like fairly good, has a good director, good cast. It seems promising. Oh, Mike is here. Look who's here, Mr. Late. Can you turn the fan on? Because laptop mic records noise. PSA to not watch LIK even if SG Surya could not salvage. You're gonna get good audio quality in 1 second.
Hello guys. Hello. Just get some water. Oh, you have water here. Okay. I'll go take this.
Do any of you guys read books? Hey, what the hell?
What happened?
Oh, one
Hello.
now we should be fine.
Okay. Hello. Was I wearing the same t-shirt last time also?
I don't know.
I feel like I was.
Okay, now we're good. Bro, son problem also, the video is lagging. Why is the video lagging this time? What the hell? Not enough video to maintain streaming. What?
Close every online.
There is. What else is going online? There's nothing else going online. I guess I'll shut off Discord. Video to maintain streaming. What?
Leco.
Yeah, whoa. The video is lagging like crazy. Holy shit. Oh, it's fixed, Okay, cool.
Does it
Yes.
still say poor?
Yeah, it still says poor though. The YouTube is not receiving enough video. I don't even know what to do in that regard.
Okay, I'll use my mobile data.
For what? The Wi-Fi.
Yes.
It's fine. I think.
Oh, we're discussing Samay Raina. I forgot. And that is the pop culture thing we saw.
Okay, guys. So one half of us was on time. Next stream,
No one will be on time.
maybe. Who knows? Looks good now. Sir. Yeah, it's okay. Cool. All right.
All right.
Let me
hello.
go through the comments.
Okay. We have phone now.
Hmm.
So do you till where did you say?
Somewhere over. Yeah. Patriot is a fine movie. Have you watched the trailer? Yes.
We are very excited for Patriot. Patriot is probably one of the only movies I'm excited to watch coming soon. I'm also excited to watch Godzilla -0.
Oh, The Mummy is also coming out. Lee
Mummy,
Cronin's The
that
Mummy.
also looks interesting. The
Yeah.
drama we need to watch. It's not so bad.
Not a bad
Not a
week.
lot of Indian movies though. Yeah.
Kunal Kamra, the GOAT. Yeah, bro. Kunal Kamra pretty badass.
I like Kunal.
Okay, we're good.
Yes.
But yeah, you've been in the whole Indian stand-up scene.
I've been in.
Yeah.
I mean, you mean I follow?
You actually
I watch.
follow. You know,
I've
like
been
all
in sounds
the
like I'm like, oh,
stand-up comic.
yeah.
Wait,
Yes.
Itachi says watch Durandar Part 2. Yeah?
Yes. Not fan. Not fan. The movie is and the propaganda is definitely there. Anyways, where are we?
Yeah, I've seen the whole. I haven't kept up with stand-up in years. I was telling.
Yeah, I
You watch more stand-up
I
for
still
sure than
don't-
me.
Yeah, I watch more, but I still don't think I know everyone. Like there was a point around the Kenny Sebastian, Kanan Gill era where I was actually keeping up properly, like EIC, AIB, all that. Now there are too many people, and I've also kind of gotten bored of a lot of Indian stand-up comedy because they kind of keep. Like for a while they got stuck in the whole like
Engineers?
engineers
Yes.
relatable, engineer relatable, HRs are annoying, so relatable, civil engineers have no women, haha, so relatable.
Yeah,
All
that whole
these
thing.
like cliche, Gujaratis are like this, so these people are like that. It got a little boring, but like I still always have liked Kanan Gill a lot. Like I've seen him live also pretty good. I do think like live shows are far better than the last at least the clips that they release. I think live shows are better than the few clips they release because in that like they know that no one's going to film them and get them into trouble. Like I've seen Kunal Kamra live also. He says far more like edgy things than the ones he says in
the clips and whatnot.
Yeah.
I haven't watched stand-up in years. I think I watched a lot of like, because I grew up in Bahrain, all the stand-ups we saw are like English comics and whatnot, and
I directly saw only Indian actually. I didn't. I had like stand-up comedy as a thing only. I saw directly when Kenny Sebastian, all these people.
I saw Kenny Sebastian much later. I think I started with like Russell Peters and then George Carlin and then what's his name, Dave Chappelle, and then Bill Burr, and then what's his name, Louis C.K. All these stand-up comics I used to watch, and I liked a lot of them, but I don't know where I just kind of dropped off. I think like I saw a Ricky Gervais special years ago, and I got a little annoyed. Then I saw the Bill Burr special. I thought that was good, but I remember I didn't really laugh too much. Then I saw the Dave Chappelle special, the Sticks and Stones thingy, and I also didn't laugh too much. I was like, this is funny, but it seems like it's just more insightful than anything else. And I think I stopped watching it after that. I was
But
like,
I don't think stand-up comedy just needs to only make you laugh. I think.
sure, but I'm there. I mean, what's the name of the genre?
No, I know it's but like it can have other things also.
It can have
going
other
on.
things, but I have a very like.
It's like action movie should only have action or nothing else. Like,
Yeah.
it should not have any character.
But how about this? Like, if I go to an action movie and there's more character than action, I'm gonna feel a little cheated. Same way in stand-up, if I feel like there's this great like Dave Chappelle stand-up, The Bird Revelation, very good, really nice. Never saw it again. I saw it exactly like I think once or twice max, because it just felt like, okay, this is really heady stuff. This is really smart, but I want to laugh. Where are the laughs at? And I'll get to it, but I felt like this Samay Raina special also felt a lot like that, like very insightful stuff. Where are my jokes? Wait, yeah, boops. I also don't know a lot of the Samay stuff until I saw the special.
I was not a big Samay Raina fan before. I've seen like his clips and stuff. I've seen him in that the Amazon Prime. So a lot of the newer crop of comedians came through this show called
India's Got Latent.
No. That's something he created.
Comicstan.
So
yes.
there were a lot of Indian comedy people who came through that. Like there's like 3-4 seasons of like because before it used to be like you go to these private shows and work your ass off and all of that. But this kind of was like a boost that like a lot of the stand-up comedy scene got, and there were like people from across the country who got a chance, and he was one of the, if I'm not wrong, season 1 ka contestant only, and he won it also, I think, or it was a tie, something like that.
Okay.
And I remember liking him. Then he kind of became like a streamer, chess streaming and all that, which is like, I was never really into chess, so I never really got into that. But I used to see him through Tanmay Bhatt a lot, like here and there in his vlogs or in his live streams and stuff. He was funny. I always felt like his jokes or his audience are basically edgy teens, and I was not an edgy teen anymore, and I kind of was like, because a lot of the jokes seem
I
very
know what
like,
you mean. Like, even with Dave Chappelle, I also kind of weaned off it because the jokes just became more of like trans people, am I right? And less of what he was really good at, which was just funny stuff, funny, insightful stuff. Now it's just like, why these trans people be trans, bro? What's up with that? I remember, like, even Russell Peters, I checked out his like stuff today, right? Just to
no,
see.
Russell Peters,
And
I've
it's
always
like,
felt like it's not my scene at all. It feels like actual,
I-
Russell Peters is like Smosh, that kind of.
I remember like losing my shit at Russell Peters as a kid. Like, me and my friends used to go like, you go straight, then right, then left. Oh, so funny. And now it's completely gone. Bill Burr, I think, is funny, but like, I haven't kept up with his stuff a lot. A lot of his jokes are like cool. One stand-up comic that I discovered much later after he passed away that I really liked was Norm Macdonald. I think like his sense of humor was pretty good, and he was there just for like jokes. It was very good. Aditya Mukherjee, hello. I think no one's doing it better in terms of messing with stand-up as a form than Karunesh Talwar. I haven't seen.
I've seen not a lot, but I've seen like there are a lot of people. That's what, like, Indian cinema. There's a lot of people. People like what is his name? That Akash Gupta. There's I forgot that Bengali guy. I don't know if he's Bengali or from. I don't know. There's that guy. There's female comics. There's Prashasti. There's Shrija. There are a lot of people. It's not just whatever.
Yeah,
You don't follow it at all. Yeah. I've seen, like, but I still don't keep up with it. I used to actually keep up with it. Like on YouTube also, they were like, I used to actually watch like stand-up clips all the time. Now I don't really like.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's fine. Like, even people unless I really like them, like Karan Gill, I don't really like follow them.
Right,
I think
right.
Karan Gill is also releasing a special like this week or next week. Yeah.
Hello, Small Wing Condor. Sorry it took so long to say hello. I did say hi.
Hello.
Yeah, Louis C.K. bad. Yes, I know. There's a great like series on YouTube where this stand-up comedian broke down why Louis C.K.'s allegations and whatnot are really harmful, and he micro-analyzed Louis C.K.'s behavior in history because he was like, this was my idol, I can't believe we've done this. Really good. Like, I think it's just a documentary series now. It's very good. Russell Peters made generational wealth out of Indian stereotypes. Yes, he made insane money out of literally just doing racist stereotypes. Pretty great. As a teenager, that is like fuel on the fire. You always want to make an edgy joke, but you're not able to vocalize it. You're not able to give that racism a voice, and then you see him making those voices like, that's what an Arab sounds like, that's what a Somali sounds like, that's what an Indian sounds like.
You were actually abroad. Like, I was in India, I had no reason to be racist towards anyone. I was like, everyone around me are like.
Yeah, it also helped. He made fun of Arabs quite a lot, and we were like Indians in an Arab country, so it was good. Russell Peters was great. Salamander, guys, I watched LIK and it's below my expectations. Did you think it would be above?
I've even not watched. Like, I've seen Dacoit. It was also below.
Oh shit! Paul says no Insta story.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Our social media manager was really like slacking today, guys.
Guess I came late.
I didn't say you were the social media manager.
Who else?
See, that's why, like, you're not a good social media manager. You should have said like the intern fucked up or something.
Wait. Show me the OBS thing for a second. Okay.
I expected 1 out of 10 went to 0.5. Yeah. Though that movie just looked like a train wreck from the word go. It looked like such a boomer take on futurism. So it's like it looks like a take on futurism from 2002. And what I saw in the trailer did not give me much hope because there were all these lines like ஒரு லைக்கு ஒரு ஷேருக்கு and all that. It just seemed so ancient. It seemed so old fashioned. It seemed so old fashioned. Maybe that's how it got commissioned. Like boomer producer said, okay, I don't know, but looked pretty bad. It makes so much sense why it got postponed out of the year where the guy scored 200 crore box office grossers
Yeah.
into another year.
I also think it's because there was actually delays with the CG and stuff like that. It seemed like a more CG heavy movie also. So I think that's also a reason. I don't think it's just because they were like. It's also a very stupid thing to like release the guy's same hero's 2 movies. Like he's competing against himself.
Yeah, against dude, right? It was actually
Yeah,
going to clash with dude,
yeah,
which
it
is
was so stupid.
weird and dumb.
Yeah.
I think he made a great choice
Nani
picking
has done
dude.
this once.
Clashed with himself.
Yeah, but that was also I think Yavade Subramaniam and there's this other Janda Pai Kapraj or some movie that released at the same day. That's because this Janda Pai thing got so delayed and like it was like producer just like okay let's just throw something out and it didn't make any money but it was very fun I think or that or Paisa something like there were 2 I think maybe Paisa and this there were 2 Nani movies on the same day. It's very rare record. Yeah.
Weird. I don't know. But again, coming back to stand-up, I guess.
Small under says, yeah, like it looked like that Upendra films. Yeah, not there's a Upendra
Love
film.
Story 2050.
No.
I know the other Upendra film. I
Yeah.
know you've shown me and stuff.
Yeah.
It looked like that shit fucking like Justin Timberlake movie. You know the time thingy, where like the currency is time and they have like years and months and whatnot, and on their forearm. And they say in time it's called. Yeah, it looked like it looked just as boomer as that shit.
Wait, I missed a few comments. Paul Sachs says just because Jatin grew up in India and his Telugu became the default IT/media guy. Aditya Mukherjee says Indian stand-up is also kind of devolving into this Kapil Sharma brand of insult/punching down stuff. I don't know.
I can
enough.
make that
like,
comment.
Especially
I don't know enough.
Currently, but I do think in Indian stand-up there is like enough variety.
To be honest,
but I do also actually I do I'll take that back. I think there is a lot of like over dominance of Hindi in English stand-up.
What the fuck is with my hair? Why am I? Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, like there's a lot of dominance of English. Like it's like a lot of Hindi English, and that seems to be the only like there's not a lot of regional I know there's like some scene in Tamil Nadu, very little in Andhra, but not enough. Oh, speaking of stand-up comedy, some Telugu guy made some stand-up jokes on Pawan Kalyan and he got arrested.
I saw that, yeah.
So let's never make jokes on Pawan Kalyan. OG is my favorite movie of all time.
Yes.
We don't know how many times he got married. We don't know. I didn't even know.
Dude.
Was he even married? Who knows?
Straight up, who knows, man.
Yeah.
I have like a Pawan Kalyan idol.
Yeah.
That automatically
like if you
plays
turn the
like
camera around, it's like Pawan Kalyan is looking at. I have like 4K Pawan Kalyan looking at us for 4 hours footage going on.
My notifications always rise for the war.
Anyways, bro, what's your Itachi asks, bro, what's your favorite Indian thriller?
Favorite
Indian thriller.
I think in recent memory I will say Stolen is a big one. Stolen is
great. There are a lot of Indian thrillers that are pretty great. I like Shanam from Adivsesh Shanam a lot. I like even Anaganaga no, not Anaganaga, what's it called? Anukokunda Okaroju I really like. What are the thrillers? Thriller.
Why can't I think of any? Pizza? Is that like
Pizza,
a thriller? It's like thriller horror.
It's more horror, I guess. What are the thrillers?
Damn, man. I hate questions like this. Show phone. I look up names.
Right. What is the other? Samay Raina talks about punching. Wait. Where are we? Hello. Hello, narrator.
Murder 3, hell yeah.
Watched LIK, we did not.
Ugly, oh my god, I forgot about Ugly. Ugly is fantastic. Ugly is great.
Talwar a thriller.
Talwar is honestly like a happy movie for me.
Talash.
Oh, sorry, Talash. Talwar is not really a thriller. Talwar just feels really.
Talash?
Talash
is a
no,
thriller. I really like it.
I don't think it's thrilling though. I was just kind of like vibes. So me.
Samay Raina Aditya Mukherjee says Samay Raina talks about punching up, etc. in still Alive, but Loki is the worst offender of using shock value from sudden misogyny / homophobia / racism.
Yes,
I think so,
I've
for
seen
sure.
this criticism, but I haven't.
At least in this, I didn't feel like he was doing that too much. But I know that in his older like streams and all, he's at the end of the day was playing a very like edgy he was appealing to the edgy teens who just want to hear like how कैसे बोल दिया ये तो dark है भाई dank है भाई. He like that's why he was never into
Dank
his
humor is so
yeah like that's what he was kind of doing.
But
I don't mind him kind of like at least in this special it seemed like he was changing that and he was being a little more normal and honest. I don't think he can evolve and that's fine.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Paul Stark says Prasna is next for HHVM.
Harihara.
Never make jokes about Power Star and proceeds to roast Harihara Veeramalu.
We need to go take that video.
We have to go like cut that entire chunk out of the video before like a bunch of cops show up, like FIR filed.
Yeah.
But you know what? It could help our career out quite a bit if we got like FIRs filed for a YouTube video. We'd get the views.
We'd get the views suddenly.
Not that you need to file an FIR. No one knows this video if you're watching. It's fine. Ideator Night. Jabardast, in my opinion, irreversibly ruined Telugu.
Yes, I think so. Jabardast is like this comedy TV show. It is the most boomer uncle. It's like Kapil Sharma, but somehow even worse.
I know the kind. It's there in
actually
every language, every region has the same version of the same like.
Yeah, that kind. It's not just that. It's just a lot of crass nonsense. It's just even like being crass is a lot of times a joke. Very.
I just realized there's a tier list of humor, okay? So the first tier list, which I think everyone kind of goes back to, is setup punchline. And the setup and punchline need not be anything amoral. You can just be like a simple knock joke. That's where you start. The second level is when, and is where a lot of these boomer shows are stuck, is when people find out sex is a thing. So like the setup could be something and the punchline is always sex ho gaya.
Dick.
You know what I mean? That's the third level is when they realize like, oh, there's more to life than nothing. Like death and babies dying and children dying and like people dying and people being like all bad things are now funny because I can do that. Gallows humor.
For me,
that's grade 3. Grade 4,
have more
the grade 4 is when you go back to grade 1 and you realize like setup and punchline was always where it was probably at.
I think for in Jabardast specifically,
Sorry.
it's also
Narrator's mind says helping out what by filing an FIR.
Basically in Jabardast, right, the problem was the format itself was every week they have to shoot there was an episode. So an episode or 2 episodes, something like that. So in week they were like everyone was doing multiple skits in a week. There's no time to actually think and write and there was no time in between.
Right.
So the quality is obviously gonna suck ass.
Okay.
And so they had to just rely on the most like nonsense this thing and they'll put one sound effect and like cut to like Nagbabu laughing and they're like it definitely for sure. It also, I honestly think it even ruined like comedy in the movies for a while because they were kind of like, oh, people laugh at this, so we should include bits like this in this movie where there are all these random spoofs or like they basically got the same Jabardast people only to do the same like, hey, you be funny. And there were a lot of nonsense that did come from that, I feel.
I'll go back. Aditya Mukherjee says, check out Manik Mohana.
I have no idea.
Me too. Drop like good stand-ups in the comments, guys.
If you know.
Yeah. Manik Mohna. Have I mispronounced his name? Manik Mahna. Oh, you misspelled his name. Okay. Daniel Fernandez was a comedian I remember liking a bit.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
I think he was edgy enough that I was like, that's so cool.
Is fine. I for me he also got, I mean he was fine in the beginning and then he got very boring. Like his jokes you can see mile away like, oh, this is what he's going to say, and it's like
Yes.
and he had a very smug attitude also.
Yeah, I saw like 2 to 3 specials and then I forgot about him and then I saw him recently again. I think I was watching what was that? The 2 bald dudes, you know, the 2 bald dudes, and they keep like hurting contestants, like insulting contestants.
Like roast?
Roadies, man.
Roadies.
Around the time I was getting into and finally started seeing like Indian roadies clips on YouTube, Daniel Fernandez came up again. And I saw like, oh, he's a bit smug. I don't like the vibe.
Yeah, it's very boring. I did like it. I also, for me, it's more than the stand-up comedy, I followed more of these people's other content ventures, like their podcasts or some shit like that, which is like fun, like chilling. I like Kenny Sebastian's like everything other than his stand-up specials.
I didn't mind Kenny actually.
Like
I remember watching
think
him
his
and
bits are fine, his videos are fine, his content is fine. His specials suck ass.
Yeah.
Genuinely very boring.
It
very
just feels
meaningless.
like, okay, joke, and then like, yeah. Anyways, you know about that time?
Yeah, it's very boring.
Yeah.
Like trying too hard to
Wait,
be relatable type.
Someone, Paul Stark says, before that, Salamander says, have you all seen the 24 series? No.
Nope.
Paul Stark says, not all FIRs are made equal. The Kannappa FIR sadly just made the YouTubers take channels / videos go down.
Yeah, that was true. Like they were entire channels who kind of just like disappeared. Like that's something like we were also talking about after the show. Like Samay Raina is so popular that him getting arrested, there's an uprising, like, you know, people like fighting for him and all that. If someone puts an FIR, we are just like,
Guys,
know what?
never forget.
So we'll just like disappear. So
Yes. Aditya Mukherjee says, I think Norm did great for. Yeah, that's why I really like Norm Macdonald. Like, he had such a great, like, his jokes were just actually just funny as fuck. And the best thing is, if you guys look up his jokes, right, you cannot deliver it. His delivery plays such a huge part of the.
stand-up
I don't think so. I feel like really, really great stand-up comics make their delivery work with the punchline. But a lot of stand-up comics rely on like punchline and whatnot. I think the delivery I think Norm's delivery is so unique that if you try to like copy it or whatever, you can immediately call it out if you know the guy.
I used to like Biswa Kalyan Rath a lot.
I still don't mind him. I still
like
get
I
some
saw his
reels and I'm
recent-
like, he's fun.
Yeah, his recent bits were.
He has a
really
very elegant like way of delivering jokes.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
like he is one of those, like, I would say, like the way he tells the jokes is
Yes.
is
It's
funny.
very like structured, mannered, and out of nowhere.
For me,
joke.
Kanan Gill, I really like at how he gets at things. He has a very like fun, like unique way of looking at things. I think he's done a lot of existential comedy.
I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Narrator's mind has asked a question in chat.
Yeah.
Now, he also said if we answer his question, we get a free FIR.
What is the question?
I can't. Because then we get an FIR.
Let me see what's.
Small wing condor man, Jabardast used to be good 13 years ago. Beeler twin. Beeler twin. Where have I heard that name? Are y'all gonna watch Lee Cronin's The Mummy? Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. With this weekend, we
Hopefully.
might watch.
It's a horror flick, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The question.
No.
Have you seen Jananayak?
Yes. It's on Prime. It's called.
It's called What's the
Bhagwan
Month?
Kesar.
Oh, that joke. I was going with What's the Month? April and Siddharth says Nothing Makes
like,
Sense
to be
by
honest, like,
Varun Grover. Huh?
Varun Grover? Yeah, I really like Varun Grover also. Yeah, there are a lot of stand-up comedy I watched there. There's no.
Yeah, all these names I've heard
Varun
of, but
Grover
I've
you
never
don't
seen.
know.
Who's Varun Grover?
Varun Grover, he even wrote movies, bro. He wrote.
Oh, no, I know him. Yes, I know him.
I
He
think
wrote that movie, right? Superboys of Malegaon.
He wrote Superboys
Yes,
of
yes,
Malagaon.
yes.
He wrote this one also. What's that movie? Fuck, everyone loves it.
Go to jail for watching Vijay 1984 achieved. Yeah. Deepthi, welcome to the stream. Bo Burnham is also great. Yes,
Bo Burnham,
Inside I forgot. Yeah, that was an insane
I think, like in
special.
American comics,
Holy
I
shit.
love Bo Burnham.
Yeah, Bo Burnham is actually the shit.
Amazing.
Oh my god, Bo
Like-
Burnham is great.
Like, I think he's the only one who actually does so much with just stand-up comedy. Because for most of them, however much we like them and all that, at the end of the day, it's like they have mic, they sit and talk jokes. Bo Burnham is doing music, cues, sound effects.
Sorry,
songs.
Be Alert Twin, not Beeler Twin. Sorry. Butchering the poor guy since last 2 streams. Holy fuck. Sorry, Beeler. Fuck, Be Alert. Twin. We'll just call you
You
Twin.
need to be alert.
Twin, yes, Twin.
But yeah, like Bo Burnham is
Bo
someone
Burnham's
I
Inside was pretty
like
fantastic.
for me, it's like he's the only one who actually does everything. He's like doing music, he's doing sound effects.
I think he's an example of. I like the whole stand-up comedy. Comedy doesn't need to be just jokes. But what do you do after that? Whatever Bo Burnham's doing, I guess.
Yeah, I think Kanan Gill and Bo Burnham are, for me, are in the similar zone where his last special is just like I saw it, like there were jokes, but a lot of it is just it's pretty sad.
Yeah, that's right.
I was like
No,
fully
but
into it.
Inside made me laugh just as much as it also made me feel like.
No.
damn.
Kanan Gill also makes me laugh.
Oh, Kanan Gill was fine. Yeah, I remember that was the. I think I watched it with you only. You showed it to
Yeah.
me. Yeah. I think it was good. Yeah, it was good.
Like I think Bo Burnham I really like Inside or even his normal specials he had on Netflix. What was that? Good, Bad, something.
I don't.
I don't, Inside is the recent one. Before that, I think Inside has incredible like bits actually in it. That podcast bit I still remember. The Instagram song is so.
I
funny.
love the. White.
I even don't mind Veer Das. I think I know that Veer Das is extremely popular, mainstream, and all that.
Veer Das isn't bad, but it's been a while since I laughed. Like whatever he's saying, I'm like, great
I
point.
agree
I
rather
agree.
than, like, I
That's
laugh.
so cool.
Yeah.
Where is my joke, bro? Like
Yeah.
it's so annoying. I feel like every stand-up clip I see, right, I'm constantly like, damn, that's insightful. Where's my joke? Like I paid money, I paid good money for joke.
There
Where
were
is
two
joke?
specials of Veer Das I really liked. One was in the one where he sits on like this door and there are like 2-3 sides. That was pretty nice.
I haven't seen.
And there's this other special he did during COVID, like some similar to Inside,
Hmm.
but here he got like people live audience like through Zoom calls and he did this whole thing.
Hmm.
That was also pretty fun. It's not as like insane in scope like Inside, but like it's still like pretty nice. It's
Welcome to the stream, Ashutosh.
hello,
What's
hello,
up?
hello.
How have you been doing? We are talking about Indian stand-up and stand-up in general, pretty much.
Yeah. We are basically the context is weird.
Twin says views on comedy panel shows with the same repeated artists. The only comedy panel thing
What
I
is
saw
comedy
a
panel
bit
show?
of was that India's Got Latent Controversy that
those.
killed it.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen anything
I've
beyond
seen,
that.
Like,
I know there's a Joe Rogan dog shit of comedy panels where they constantly make fun of the people. I saw a few clips and it seems like white comedians have now taken on this almost mythic status in their head as kingmakers, and they seem a little annoying to
I've
listen
seen,
to.
Like,
The guy Theo Vaughn, whenever his clips come up, I'm like, fuck off, please. And then there's this other guy. He's there on the panel with Joe Rogan. I forgot. I was just like, fuck off, annoying. Joe Rogan himself, not that funny. Not really that
I've
funny.
not really seen his stand-up.
I did go see it because I was like, I heard that he was a stand-up comedian and his stand-up is not that funny.
Yeah,
Damn.
I also think some
Yeah, got a list, actually.
I think I remember someone said this. I think Adam or someone said it. It was like the amount
Adam
of
from YMS.
YMS, yes. So he said this thing where the amount of jokes all these rich comedians make about airports. It's like they're living their lives in airport. They're going from this city to that city, this kind of, and all the jokes are about in airports, food trucks, right?
Yeah.
Airport mein this
I
happens.
think it's very telling because their entire, I think most stand-up comics rely on observation.
Yeah, and
And if all you're observing is wealth
airport,
and
airports
yeah.
basically, and that's as relatable as you get.
Yeah. What is
But I
that's
don't
what's
think
gonna.
it's okay if the stand-up comedian is not relatable. I think it's okay if they're like, yeah.
I don't
it's
mind them
okay.
not being relatable. I just want jokes.
Yeah, but there's this feeling that for people that like, oh, if he becomes too rich, he's not relatable, so it's not funny anymore.
Dave Chappelle, I think when he did his big comeback stand-up comic thing, he made some pretty good jokes about like, I am not going to be relatable to you guys. I am actually like fucking rich and whatnot. That was pretty funny. There's a lot of comments. I will go through them. Aditya Mukherjee coming back from an MS Teams call to say Varun Grover is still killing it. Okay.
Yeah.
Itachi, there's a teaser called #Cult. Have you watched it? It's like Indian Squid Game.
Is that the Maska Daska teaser?
It's Aska Das, by the way.
Is that one? I think
No,
so.
I don't think so.
I think so.
It is? Indian Squid Game. That's crazy. Hashtag. What happened to your search bar?
I think bug ho gaya.
No, I haven't seen that, man.
No, I think we have, bro. I think it is that only.
Have you all watched Boys Season 5 yet? Salamander asks. No, I haven't.
Yeah, it is that.
Oh my god! Yeah, we've seen this teaser. It's pretty bad in our opinion.
I don't. We were not fans of it. It looks like they're trying to do Squid Game or like a psycho killer or whatever thing, but they're also like trying
Mass
to
movie.
be a mass movie again.
Yeah.
That seems.
We
like
haven't seen The Boys Season 5. I've seen The Boys till Season 3. I haven't seen Season 4. I think The Boys Season 1 was as good as it was. I think after that, my criticism with the show is that it kind of keeps finding a way to just reset status quo at the end of every season. The way Season 1 ends and the way Season 1 is structured with Billy Butcher versus Homelander is what every season starts and ends as. And every season starts and ends the same in a way. Like, yes, stakes are getting higher, but I still remember in Season 1, there's that very terrifying scene where, they're in the van and Homelander lands and they are like, he'll hear our heartbeat, he'll hear us sweat. It's scary. But in every other season, it seems like Homelander is now a cast member. Don't get me wrong, he's a great character, great performance and all that, but meh. And I think another thing is I've also read the comic, I know how the thing ends. So, Season 1 was a very entertaining version of it. I was like, yeah, let's go. But Season 2 and 3, I like what they've done with the comic. I think the comic is fairly mental and really like dark. And the show is much more entertaining and palatable in that regard. But I didn't watch Season 4 because I thought, I thought I'll watch it later.
Only, yeah.
Yeah, I thought I'll watch it later. I never ended up watching it. 1 second. Bo Yo is one of my favorites by Bo Burnham. So catchy and so creative. I don't know Bo Yo.
Bo Yo? Is it a song?
I think she means it's a song.
Ah,
I think my favorite song is that Welcome to the Internet.
Welcome
I also
to
like the
Jeff
other.
Bezos
Yeah,
song.
that's my second favorite. Like CEO entrepreneur. Pretty good.
I even like that Instagram song is pretty funny. I've actually there are a lot of actual songs I listened to multiple times. Just
I
like
think the
an
first time
album.
I saw it, I thought that was funny. And then as I, listened to it, I was like, there's actually straight bangers.
Yeah.
Actually.
Like even in his other specials also there were songs which are just like just pretty nice actually.
There's that one song I think about what an artist is that he did that was really sad. I think he was very young as well. I think he was 16 or 17 when he performed it. I Am an Artist, it's called. It's really, really sad. It's pretty sad. I think the guy is not really kind to himself and it's pretty clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. When will your next video come out? Narrator's Mind says. Well, we planned for it to be out by now, but in typical delays in fashion.
It will be
We
out.
don't have a timeline in mind, but let's just say it doesn't have the complexies of like
Editing wise, there's
editing wise, it's not a lot of
shooting
complexities.
is the only thing.
I think writing it was pretty like took a while, and like now shooting is what's the other thing. Editing wise, there's
I
not.
was also traveling, so that.
Yeah, he also went to travel last week, and this weekend I will also not be traveling, but I'll be a little occupied, I guess. But yes. Aditya Mukherjee, good stand-ups. Veer Das, this is the list. He gave us like a whole list. Maybe because of the political climate or post-OTT shows in their podcast. They just, all these good stand-ups feel neutered because of the political climate or post-OTT boom. Paul Stark, Andrew Schultz and Akash Singh got real annoying. I am... Andrew Schultz. So I can cash in my cool kid card and say I was never a fan.
I don't even know.
I was never a fan. Guys. Oh.
Don't even know.
So it's very precarious. You don't want to be caught in the ignorant valley. You want to be like aware of it, but like,
it's not cool now.
Not cool now. I never really liked Andrew Schultz or Akash Singh. Not because Akash Singh especially. I never really saw. Andrew Schultz is like co-host kind of thing on the podcast Flagrant. Andrew Schultz I don't think was ever bad, but he seemed a little abrasive. And I thought, okay.
I don't like this guy. What's his name? The Pakistani stand-up comedian.
Whoa! Hold the
Pakistani
fucking
American
phone.
Pakistani American stand-up comedian. Like he's the one who did that. Like Ronnie showed us the show. Remember?
Yeah. Hassan Minhaj.
I like Hassan Minhaj.
Hassan Minhaj is very
Hassan
good.
Minhaj is also kind of like weird. That's where it's like less funny than more like. I agree, man.
Cool point.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's what Ashutosh is saying. Veer Das says the most basic shit with such a self-aggrandizing tone as if he's on some unique, profound shit. Now, I don't think he's as annoying to you as he is to me, but I get where you're coming from. Like, after a point, like for me, the thing is always like, joke kahan hai? I understand your point. It's a cool point. I agree with you. Really cool. I love your stance on shit. Nice. I want to laugh though.
Yeah, I think for me, Veer Das is sort of like his audience is so broad that the points he's making is actually revolutionary for some of them.
Yeah.
So like his audience, like
sure,
I think so. There's two ways you can go. One is the Veer Das route. One is the Kanan Gill route, where like you keep going broader and broader. So even your most like basic points, if you deliver it sincerely enough, people are like, God damn. The other is Kanan Gill, where he actually started as a very mainstream guy, just
then
like
he became more and more niche.
More niche and like more specific to his. And whoever likes him really likes him. Other people are like, what is the joke here?
Yeah.
So I am definitely.
I like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Small Wing Condor. Most of the stand-up clips I watched, I was never into stand-up. Try to push how offensive comedy can be. Sometimes tasteful, sometimes until they start preaching as the curtain calls.
I also don't like the stereotype.
That sums it up, yeah.
I think it's also because in India we've like been so sheltered with like cuss words in movies and pop culture everywhere that like we were like finally we can all say benchod, bakchod, chutya, motherchod,
all India bakchod.
Yeah, it's very clear like. We couldn't say this, now we get to say every word, every nasty word I will say. There was definitely a phase. I think most Indian stand-up comedies have a phase in the beginning where they're just like,
Abe, Gandu?
Guys, chutiye, guys, this guy.
All our family members watching this stream are horrified now.
But like
what the fuck, I didn't know you know these disgusting words.
So all this, like there was a point where that's all they did. It's now sort of evolved into like, I think Zakir Khan I'm like 50-50 on. Like I like it, but I also like I'm like it's fine also.
I feel quite ignorant. I think watching the special yesterday, I was like, oh, it's been quite a while since I stand up and since I sat down and actually
stand up comedy.
Since I actually watched a whole comedy special front to back. It's been so long. Twin says, I don't get how Matt Rife is a relevant comic. Who is Matt Rife?
No idea.
Probably.
He's not relevant.
There's this horrible comic in English. His name is The Machine, man. Do you know that guy? Actually, so unfunny, and I don't know how he became big with stand-up.
I like Azim Manatwala.
Yeah, Bert Kreischer, this guy. His entire shtick is that he's a party animal, he drinks, and he's shirtless. And his whole claim to fame is this fake-ass story where he was a college kid on vacation in Russia and he accidentally got embroiled in actual Russian gangster hijinks by way of miscommunication. They called him the machine because he drinks, but they were like, oh, you are the machine. Decent story, every stand-up comic lies, whatever. This guy though, like, holy fuck, he was so annoying. There was a whole period in the pandemic where he was just like flooding my
I've
algorithm.
not watched a lot of abroad stand-up comedy. I've seen way more Indian stand-up comedy than. I
don't think I have it in me to watch a whole stand-up special now, honestly. Like, Jesus Christ, the whole.
Just give me the clips, guys.
Literally, just give me the
scroll it.
jokes. I just need the
Doom
jokes.
scroll the thing.
I think, like, a lot of stand-up comedy, not to discredit it, they have ambitions of being something higher.
Yeah.
Great, go for it. I just want the jokes. I think I've reverted back. I think I started out wanting, like, wow, sometimes stand-up. You know that satire I showed you, right? Where it's like, I am Pagliacci and all that shit. And I was like, wow, that's so introspective. I need that bit of flavor with the laughs. And now I've regressed. I've gone back. Paul Stark, have you guys watched the leaked Avatar Aang movie? No.
What?
Avatar The Last Airbender.
No idea.
I didn't know there was a movie. I have a hot take, Paul. Actually, for anyone who is watching watching Avatar or a fan of The Last Airbender, right? I think after the first show ended, it should have died, like, right there. You cannot ask for anything better than that. I hate this thing where, like, TV shows, like, you know, lore, it just keeps going. Like, Game of Thrones right now is also still going. I like it if the thing just ends. It's like over, it's done. It'll never be there again, but it's fine. Last Airbender became Legend of Korra. Legend of Korra I wasn't really like a big fan of. I think I saw 1 season or 2 seasons. I don't remember. I think I saw 1 season. Now they making it.
Says he watched 5 minutes and he decided he'll experience it in theaters.
I don't know what the movie is about. Like, the show is like so perfect. What's
1985 by Bo Burnham is a banger. What is
CEO entrepreneur?
Is that the song? It's not that.
Born in 1964, Jeffrey.
Oh, it's one of the songs from here.
Oh.
Let me not get copyright.
See, this is a real fan. I gotta listen to it right now.
Oh, okay, I remember the song.
I don't remember.
Wait,
I
I'll
like.
tell you what songs I actually like from this. I haven't on my
I love
Spotify.
Jeffrey Bezos. Like, come on, Jeffrey, you can do it. Pave the way, put your back into it.
I
tell
like
us
content.
why. Show
I
us
like
how.
comedy. No, these are the names of the songs. It sounds like I'm just saying.
wow.
I like content. I like comedy.
Real fire
I
hot
like
takes.
how the world works. A white woman's.
Oh, I
Instagram.
love how the world works. It's pretty good.
That's
That is how the world works.
Yeah. Look who's inside again. I like. Welcome to the internet.
Welcome to the internet is my favorite. I love Welcome to the
Goodbye.
internet.
Any day now.
Welcome to the internet is so relatable as well. I think I also had the exact same, like, fucking. I had unmonitored internet access and I saw everything from Ben 10 flash games to straight up live leak torture videos. So pretty good.
Wait. Your view on piracy. For legal reasons, piracy is bad. No one
Look,
should.
piracy is genuinely. I think piracy is a bad thing, but I don't think it's piracy. I don't think piracy is stealing if paying for it is not owning.
I think so. And honestly, so many Indian movies are stuck in this limbo where they're like, hey, I want to watch this. It's like, it's between OTT platforms. So it's
Where the
like,
fuck do I
where
find
do
it?
I go?
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely now, I'm like, I used to have like, so many CDs as a kid, like literally packs
Yeah,
of
the
CDs.
CD collection book,
I
right?
feel like I should actually go bring it back somehow. That's the only, like,
There's
all
a reel you sent me. There's a stall in Bangalore. Right?
yeah,
That's so cool.
Yeah,
That's
like
so cool.
genuinely, that's the only way to have like we don't have a Blu-ray culture in India. There is no OTTs that consistently.
It's really
like
sad.
1 year back I saw, or a few months back you would have watched some movie
Yeah,
on
the
Netflix.
bottle.
It's like no longer there. It's disappeared.
I think what really pissed me off about OTTs, right? I think I still pay for no OTTs still, other than whatever we have here, right? But like fucking, what pissed me off is when 13 Reasons Why came out, huge boom. Everyone saw that. I saw it. Great. I saw it like fairly quickly as well. 2 to 3 weeks later, they actually cut out the suicide scene from the thing. And it was lost to time. I remember having this a bit of like this existential crisis thing where like, I've seen this, I know it's there. Everyone who's seen it after will never see it.
Yeah, there's
And
that also.
it has gone to ludicrous extremes in Indian cinema where you saw a cut of Mayor that I will never see.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah. I mean, there's that.
That's so fucked up.
I mean, that used to always happen even in the TV era, though.
Hmm?
Yeah, because in TV era, they were actually deliberately cutting shit because they had to insert more ads in between. So in the TV era, when it was only like the Gemini TV or all these things, right? So like I've seen like some movies only on TV. Like I think OA was one of the movies I saw only on TV. Then when I went for the re-release, I was like, oh, there are all these scenes I've never watched.
Oh wow,
So,
I did not know
yeah,
that.
so because it's like all these movies are fuck ass long, but they also have to make like every 20 minutes may break.
Ads, yes.
So for that they used to actually remove 20
Lop
minutes.
off parts of
Yeah.
the movie. Okay, got it.
So-
I did not know that was a thing. God
Yeah,
damn.
so everyone always doing this.
Yeah, I think piracy is a bad thing, but piracy is not stealing if buying it is not owning. Let's
And
put
it's
it like that. Like the whole bullshit argument a lot of corporates have where like if you pirate like a show on OTT,
Would
you're
you
stealing
buy
the,
a car? Would you steal
That's
a
such
car?
a good ad, bro. Shut the fuck up. I love that ad. Like I remember seeing it on like Blu-rays like
Would you steal a car?
it's such a
I
goated
also
ad.
think with like there are so many like a lot of us have watched a lot of foreign films only because of piracy.
Yes.
If piracy didn't exist, I wouldn't have watched any like let's say what's like Bong Joon-ho movies. Or
Straight
so
up,
many
actually.
of them. Like it's not like Bong Joon-ho as a Hotstar like movies.
Dude,
selection.
I remember like I tried to find like Kurosawa's like Throne of Blood.
Every
and, like,
big director you can think of, it's like we've
you know,
all
I
watched
had
them
such a good
because of-
relationship with my local DVD bootleg guy, okay, in Bahrain, that he gave me original discs. I had the original DVD of like The Departed. I had the original DVD of like Gangs of New York and shit, and I was like, damn,
I've always,
so
I
cool.
mean, I had few originals, but mostly it was like
We
these-
never got originals
copied,
because we
like,
went to see like the cost of one original DVD and the fact that you need like region specific players.
I think region specific
fucking
is
crazy.
so stupid actually.
Yeah.
But in I had like a lot of these like copied like CDs
Yeah,
and
I
shit
think
that
everyone
was
had the
great.
like,
Yeah.
it's the Mose Bear disc with marker writing clash.
Clash. It's just a clash. It's so cool. They were so. I've done the camera prints also. Like I've watched them. Camera print, you are just like this is not nice. This is
Yes.
a very shit way to watch movies.
Yes.
Because it's like they'll have 3 movies. It'll be some 700 MB, 600 MB
You
files.
choose.
It is so bad, bro.
Nah.
It's like there's no way to choose even. They don't have choosing. You just like so.
I
okay,
remember
I
I-
don't know if I told this story on stream before. So there was. So I was in a village for holidays with my relatives. के लिए I went there, but there was this like this camera print CD where there was Kick. There was some very shit Jagapati Babu sentiment porn movie, and third there was Billa with Prabhas. I've seen Kick a bunch of times. I've seen Billa only once, and I was like, hey, I want to watch Billa. But the problem is we didn't have a remote. So we were watching Kick. We used to come to Jagapat Babu's movie, power cut, come back to Kick.
No fast forward?
No buttons, no remote. So we forgot the remote when we got the DVD player. So there was only DVD player and the CD.
Oh my god.
So I've seen Kick 28 times. The Ravi Teja movie 28 times or above probably because of this. To watch the like basically it used to be like oh, and the power cuts were not like specific, it'll only happen this time. There were some times where we made it till Billa and just when and 20 minutes in power cut started back again. It was those were the days.
Holy fuck.
But yeah, like I've seen a lot of camera print movies. They used to be so shit. They were filming in those like these hand cams. There were guys walking.
I
It
think
used
one
to be
day I
tilted.
got into movies so late in my like childhood life. I got into movies when I was I think 13, 14. Till then, I remember I watched movies when I was younger too, but I was not like I want to watch this movie. I want to watch that movie. That was never there in me. That was never a thing even. Instead, what I would do was just books. Just like read the shit out of books. I would go through like Goosebumps in like hours. Like I had a stack of
Comments.
Goosebumps book. So I've read pirated books. I've had like bootleg books and shit.
I've never read. I mean, yeah, I've read so many pirated books actually.
Technically.
my
I
Kindle has so
because
many
my parents realized like he's fucking just buying books every time we go out. So we found like this store. It had like quality, basically like Blossoms. So yeah.
Common.
Honestly, impressed with y'all's cuss word knowledge.
We have more.
Oh my god, narrator's mind was watching this on the TV.
Hey.
Random cuss words go. Ideator Night, I agree. Korra was not the best. Paul Stark, I agree. Korra is shit, but we should get one adult gang episode, which is the movie. You know what? One thing I liked about Korra, the animation, is that it kind of it's the sequel to Avatar.
Okay.
One thing I liked about Korra is that it kind of skipped their adult life and it showed the effect their childhood had on their children. I think that was a neat idea. What they did with all the characters from the original gang, I'm pretty like pissed over. I'm like, how could you do it? My guy, bro, my guy. But it is what it is. Idea tonight. The movie has good animation, but that lightning and a bottle feel of the show will not come back. Yes, I also feel the same. In my opinion, defeating the Fire Lord and Fire Nation is such a simple but strong. Yeah, that meme is just everywhere, right? Like, and then the Fire Nation attacked. That just says the whole like show right there. And why do you need to do anything? I mean, you could honestly. Andor for Star Wars is a show that's pretty fantastic. And well, Paul Stark, I can't find Businessman in Telugu. Where the fuck is it? Not the YouTube print. Oh, this is another thing.
There are so many.
I haven't seen Paradhi Veeran because I go to Prime to look at it, and it's like it's not in Tamil Nadu.
Location. It's so, there are so many. There are so many.
For a Rajini video, we didn't watch Padayappa in Tamil. We watched Narasimha, right?
Narasimha in Telugu.
Narasimha, yeah.
There are so many movies like this where it's like the most popular mega blockbuster.
It's a Rajini movie.
Yeah, and like this Businessman, Big Mahesh Babu.
Yeah.
Like you can't find it's hard to find a good print. On top of it, legally it's so hard. On top of it, there are sometimes OTT platforms don't have subtitles. It's
yeah.
If you want to show it to someone who don't speak that, like you're fucked.
Yeah.
Like
that thing.
There are so many like Shanam is something I want to show people.
I've always felt
Not
this
there.
like I think like if all these masala movies from back then, right? There was that meme going around from Maryada Ramana where like he does the thing and then they play the Tokyo Ghoul song like Indian Man Sings Unravel it's called. What if these fucking Indian production houses cashed in on that? Because there's a huge anime craze around the world right now.
That's awesome.
And there's also an Indian movie craze that's bubbling up, right? Why don't they actually restore these classics, classic prints, restore them properly?
I really did think
and advertise them as like lunatic movies.
So like I did think these re-release things that they were doing was going towards that, but they were just re-releasing in theaters and then it's like
Vanished.
Vanished.
Put it out on OTT.
Like I actually have this
give
on
it
YouTube or somewhere where it's easy.
Do it
to
on
access.
Netflix, Prime, all these OTTs, put them out there, get like word of mouth about it, let people get hyped and watch it. Because there's a wealth of movies in India that no one has seen.
Rajmouli is the only one because he's so big. His movies are reasonably easy to watch. But there are so many directors.
Every other director just sucks a drain pipe.
Yeah, like they're just
what
like,
the fuck?
I've still not watched that Karthik Subraj, like what is that?
Aruvi. Not Aruvi. Iraivi. Yeah, same.
I've never seen it because like not
Where the
existent.
fuck
Like,
do you find Iraivi
Yeah.
to watch?
There's so many of these movies where it's like, why is this like not available?
Why is this not a thing?
Like, is this, the
It's
only
so
way
annoying.
to go watch it is go personally contact these directors. Please, can you give a
One print.
One print, thank you.
That guy will
Because
also be
even
like, I probably watch on
Even
OTT.
piracy, like when they get too
No
old,
seats.
there won't be seats. So it's like lost.
I forget, we were watching some old Tamil or Telugu movie, right? And I went, it was real shit quality. I go to YouTube and the songs are in 4K. That left me unreasonably angry.
Bro, I've watched fucking Jigarthanda, the first one, in Hotstar in the worst print. Like 720p or something, they stretched it. It was some TV nonsense print, okay? Then when I saw the trailer, I was like, Oh, this movie was shot normally. Like it actually looks nice. What the fuck? Why did it look like all weird and weirdly cheap looking and all that?
It is. I think in the OTT era, it's not a wrong thing to think that.
Like I don't.
If you're paying for an OTT and you don't own the
I think
movie,
Netflix and Prime are the only ones where Netflix I think is probably the most decent one where subtitles you will 100% get regardless. You will get a decent quality print. Hotstar subtitles is sometimes not there.
Challenge run.
Yeah, like sometimes quality of the video kharab. Like Prime worst search possible. Then they have all these nonsense in them. It's like, oh, it's available, but an add-on. Or rent or add-on. It's like, oh, get a Miramax, bro. Get this, bro. Get that, bro. Get Lionsgate Play, bro.
Get
like,
Lionsgate Play.
Bullshit.
I remember we were talking about this in college where we were like, dude, all these OTTs are just going to become TV channels, right? Yeah, and people will go back to piracy, right? Yeah, look.
We are all going back.
It hurts to be big-brained, gang. It hurts. So annoying. YouTube becoming the only place for bad YouTube becoming the only place for film preservation for old South movies is so sad. Ideator Night says, yes. Paul Stark, it's not even the good print though, sadly.
Yeah, it's basically like a re-upload of some like very like a re-rendered like small bitrate.
I don't even know where you get these prints from. I would love it if there was a mandate or something where like you upload this print, you have to show how you procured this print, like where it's from.
Like it's like
some prints are so strange.
Like some like MX player.
Subramaniapuram, right? Is 10 minutes longer on YouTube but shorter on OTT. Some weird shit like that.
That is the one I was telling you. That's the TV print versus the theatrical print.
So on YouTube is the theatrical print.
Probably.
And the fucking company that bought the TV print.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because sometimes they are preserved only for the TV telecast. So that's what they're literally getting.
So bad.
I remember when Prime got like a bunch of South movies, there were all these TV prints there. Then I think,
Narrator's mind, piracy is the shady uncle of Indian cineculture. I would not even say shady uncle. I think it's the one uncle that helped Indian cineculture grow.
Yeah.
Anurag Kashyap blew up because of Pirate Bay, right? He even said it, like such a good thing.
People saw my movies through piracy only.
Yeah. Paul Stark, man is confessing DMCA crime in YouTube live public. Yo, we never said we pirate shit.
What? Who pirates?
Who the fuck pirates movies, man?
I think we are discussing the ethics of piracy.
You don't pirate shit.
Yeah, we only
Paul, are you on our side or what, bro?
I only know a cousin.
I feel like Paul had like a fucking Rainer from Attack on Titan thing where like he was double agent for DMCA, but he's like, shit, I like the content.
I think for me it's like I know a cousin who pirates.
Oh, yeah, a cousin who pirates? That's crazy.
He's always telling me like YTS and all these websites.
I always go for live movie shows.
Yeah, and only that, never anything else.
Yeah, like I was telling them I saw this movie Exiled and saw it at like a friend's place.
I've seen it in like I went to Korea.
You went to Korea?
Just
crazy, yeah. It's a BTS fan.
Yeah.
So
that's the kind of dedication. Like Japan movie, I go Japan. that's how, like, because it's not available. I'm like, book the ticket.
Right now, please. Get me the ticket. People need to go.
Gotta go watch Drive My Car.
Shit, I love that movie, and if someone told me they went to Japan to watch it, I'd be like, that's nuts, dude. What the fuck?
IMAX, Drive My Car.
You went to go see like one shot for 15 minutes in Japan. Small encounter, the famous Gabe Newell quote, piracy is not a price problem, it's a service problem. My god, dude, I love Gabe Newell. I think, the creator of Steam, of Valve. See, I know I come across really like fucking anti-corporate Johnny Silverhand, like we gotta burn corporates today. One corporate I love, fucking Valve. Holy shit, they made Steam. You go, you get any game you want on Steam. Steam is so friendly. I know Steam is not the best. I know GOG has no DRM restrictions on them. But like Steam is so convenient. And the other thing is like in Steam, if you buy a game and the game is removed by the publisher, you own the game. They cannot remove it from your library. It's not like Ubisoft and you play. Do you know there was a thing Where I know we play Siege a lot, right? Uplay came up with this fuck ass rule where if you do not log into it every 6 to 7 months or something, your account is gone.
What?
Yeah. Not 6 months, I think a year, something like that.
That is crazy.
That is insane!
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. I hate that. But yeah, it's true. Piracy is not a pricing problem, it's always a service problem. If people get the service, they are not going to be.
I remember when before OTT came, all these like boomer ass takes were like Indians will never pay. We will only go to see it.
Yeah.
It's like what do you mean? Like literally everyone has Netflix, like Prime all.
Netflix, Prime, Hotstar, Aha!
Yeah.
Aha!
Yeah.
Sun Next and shit. Paul Stark, now they're prioritizing OTT prints more than anything else. Yes.
Yeah.
Salamander, I watched that new League movie about the politician and felt Sarkar 2018 was a masterpiece. Damn! That's crazy. It's that bad.
Wait, the full movie is out.
Yes.
Oh, it's not just a few. Oh, it's the whole thing.
Excuse me, the whole thing, yeah.
Hook us up.
Hook us up. What the fuck? No, don't.
No, hook us up.
Don't.
Don't hook us up.
Don't. What the fuck? Don't. Stop pirating that man. You know how hard he works, brother. You know how, it's not a joke, brother.
It's not a joke, brother.
Yeah, the fuck.
How dare you waste his...
Yeah. Paul Stark, this is Kitu. Welcome to the stream, Kitu. Unless I'm mispronouncing your name as well. It's Kitu. Kitu, right?
Kitu. I don't know. Kitu.
Okay. Abhishek Upmanyu.
Yeah, Abhishek Upman, that's the Bengali comic I was talking about.
Yeah,
people like him.
Paul Stark said, this is why I use some racial slur, holy shit, to watch all my movies on anime, everything at one place, because it's just the aggregator and it never gets taken down. All my movies, TV shows. Oh, you got censored for that. That's crazy. Did you get censored for that or did you censor yourself? I remember I was telling him about this. I tell everyone about this. The new thing that's going to catch fire is the idea of a media server. And that's going to be a service people are going to dole out. I think when copyright laws and whatnot, something happens to copyright laws, media servers are going to be the thing where you get like some 10 TB storage that's accessible from all your devices. You pay rent for the server, and on your server you can host games, movies, music, TV shows, media of any kind accessible from any point in time, anywhere. Basically Google Drive, but actually good, essentially. I would love to do that. I want to set that up for myself. That would be like good. But piracy is terrible, so I will not do that. Narrator's mind. Subramaniapuram and OTT had crazy jump cuts to tone down the violence. There's a literal shot of a machete going through an ass, and in OTT print, the guy just holds machete and it cuts. Wow.
Yeah, it's the TV print that they took probably. Yeah.
Paul Stark, you guys are under digital arrest for whatever you guys think you committed is serious. I'm from PK, Deputy CM Support Squad.
I only watch Pawan Kalyan.
I would love it if like Paul Stark turns on his video camera one day on Discord and it's fucking Pawan Kalyan there like, hi guys, saw your review. Didn't remember, huh? Okay. Deepthi says, Internet Archive usually has some really good old Japanese films. Thank you for the plug. I did not realize. Paul Stark, Gabe Newell is the only billionaire I support having more billions. I wish he gets more than a... Yeah, honestly, man. All billionaires must die other than Gabe Newell. At least he made Steam. Steam's pretty cool. Steam always is on sale as well, That's really nice.
I don't think they like a service like Steam for movies would be amazing.
Yeah.
Why don't Steam do movies also like this? Like,
honestly, like Valve has long been a company from my teenage years. I was like, Valve sounds so cool. Valve sounds so awesome. Valve is so cool. No one. Hey! Welcome, no one. What's up? How you been?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm back from watching a half-hour essay on poetry. What's the topic? Stand-up comics. But now we've gone into media ownership
and piracy.
What people think of piracy and
how
copyrights and all that. Yeah. I literally bought Muse, Dash and Deep Rock Galactic because Steam was convenient. As simple as. I've never spent money on games before. Yeah, no one. Same. I think like gaming was always this like, okay, RG mechanics or whatever the fuck is what everyone would say. It's something like a friend used to do.
It's that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
like
don't know.
What curl? Fit curl. What's that?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't know. I don't know. No.
Who's
fit
that
girls.
girl? Yeah, fuck. No, but I remember gaming was always something that everyone, especially people, they would never really purchase. And when we found out about Steam, it was like, yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll get CSGO. Yeah, we'll get like cosmetics for Dota. Yeah, we'll play Rainbow Six. We'll buy Rainbow Six and play it. I remember for you, it was like, the fuck am I spending money on video games?
That was the first game I ever put money. I was like, the only kind of money I put is like random CD shop, GTA Vice City, please.
Yeah,
Or GTA San Andreas, thank you.
Like, wait, 400 rupees on a video game?
Video
Huh?
game,
The
achhi.
fuck?
If it's not free, I ain't playing.
I remember I had the same thought, and now I've spent like I remember I bought I think Return of Obra Dinn for like 400 rupees, 6 hours long. I always think of it like it is one night out, and I'm helping a creator I like. Yeah. They're kind of doing it with Plex. Paul Stark says Plex.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Small Big Condor says, ha 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 ha, RCB is winning, ha 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 ha.
Yes. Sometimes bad.
He had a breakdown during that MI match. That was crazy.
I was like, fuck it. No, the thing is, it was not. I mean, I was annoyed that RCB was
Annoyed
in-
is dude, guys. I was like in my room. I was playing like Dota with friends, and I got off. And one guy on the VC goes like, "Holy fuck, RCB is winning!" And I was like, "Oh no!" And I opened the door, and he's dead ass lying here like this, and he just looked at me like,
Yeah. I think I was very annoyed at how badly Mumbai were playing. I was like, you are not even chasing. What the do something. I didn't even mind them losing.
"Isala Cup namde."
Yeah.
Narrator's mind. Me who already has my own media server, I am tense. That's so good. Awesome. Great. Good job, dude. Let's go.
I'll be.
No one says Samay Raina is still alive. Yeah, speaking of, we should
talk
get
about
to the
still
about,
alive,
yeah, we should get to the special. I'll just read these comments, guys, and then we'll get to the special. Twin says, just got my boards result today and barely passed, gang.
Hey,
Hey, better study, okay? Everything.
study.
Don't worry about it.
It's alright.
It's fine. Don't stress. I think that's genuine advice. Like, don't
Yeah.
stress. Don't stress. You'll be fine. Guys, when are you all watching Agent Family Star? Yeah, we need to.
Decide on the
We'll discuss.
logistics.
We'll discuss like an actual like timing
Date.
for that.
Yeah.
We've just been busy. He was busy last week. I'll be busy this weekend. So we also need to
Like,
shoot
we
the
wanted
essay and
to
stuff.
ask like if there is a weekday we can watch and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
actually, yeah.
Like basically we were like considering weekend makes sense, but it's like if we are streaming in weekdays and there are people watching it, should we also do like a
Yeah, you guys can like let us know what you guys would like. Cause I think what we thought of was we'd watch it on Discord with you guys, and that would be
on
the thing.
Saturday or Sunday,
Yeah.
something like that. But if
There's
are
a
weekdays,
weekday you guys think you're freer and you guys would be down to just have dinner and shit talk a movie, or sorry, enjoy a movie. It'll be fun. Legally, of course.
like
yes.
you are all watching your own prints in your own OTT things,
Yes,
you'll
and
pause
we're
at the
live
same time.
streaming a zoomed in version of the timestamp.
Yeah,
that's
so
that.
everything is.
Yeah, so we'll do that. But yeah, let us know. We also thought of this. We'll get to that, like the whole movie a week thing.
Oh.
But yeah, remind me by the end. No one. I've spent over 800 hours on Warframe. Yeah, dude. Fucking oh my god, Warframe, goated game. No one. I'll pay. For Warframe. Paul Stark. Fit girls who are packing stuff again. Yeah, I've heard like fit women like repacking stuff. Yeah. If you don't study, how will you buy burger in Piazza? No one's asking. Yeah.
If you don't study, how will you watch Jananayagan on first day?
No one. I work from home. Same. Let's go. Kitu, do you guys watch Vara 2? Your name pronunciation was right. Thank you.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, we haven't seen. I've heard it's alright. Paul Stark says, no one is fine for all days. Paul Stark, nah, garbage fest on weekday too much, man. I'm currently rebuilding 2 Dockers and rerunning and analyzing a 1-hour test. Oh, you work in like a science laboratory. Can't watch Family Star along with that.
I think you can watch if you really,
If you had the,
if you are passionate about
if you had
the
the
game.
dill.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, let us know your timings. Weekend is obviously what works for everyone. But if you guys think there is something on the weekday you guys are open for, sure. Okay. Anyways, the comedy special now.
Yeah,
Samay Raina still alive.
he is still alive.
What did you think?
I liked it. I actually liked it.
Wait,
was
I will
not,
go take a piss.
Yeah, I was
while you
not
go
such a
off.
fan of Samay Raina before, and I was actually surprised at how much I enjoyed it. It was pretty funny. It was fairly emotional. I think his bit about I'll get to the emotional when he is there. Like like the it is a very crazy thing that happened to him. How his whole big show got taken down and all. But I think his angle towards like explaining the whole thing was pretty nice. Where it's like the whole story is basically 3 days or 4 days when that whole attack happened, and the like what he's learned from it and stuff. And I genuinely did like it more because it felt like it was funny, and it's also like it felt like very pragmatic in how he was dealing with the thing, because it's like, what do you like, it's very nice to have this feeling that yeah, we should fight the revolution and stand up for it and all that, but it's like your career is like over, and because one guy made one bad joke in your video, and it's like all your savings, everything will be gone and stuff. That's pretty fucked up. And I think most of us would make the choice of, okay, we will take down the video, we will say sorry, thank you, all that. And I feel like he did come across very normal in that way. And I think even his bits about men not being able to express themselves and being very putting their emotions down and all that, it's pretty nice. I don't think it was like extremely deep whatever he was saying, but it was like nice for what it was going for. And I was also very some of the lower drops that he did about how Beer Biceps did the same joke 9 times. That was pretty funny. He did the same question thing 8 or 9 times.
That's honestly one of the funniest. Do you want a banana?
Yeah, like 8 or 9 times he did the same joke, and he said even worse things.
Shit.
He edited everything else, and like that is the only thing he kept thinking. Like, oh, one thing. Yeah.
That makes so much sense about Mr. R. Beer Boy. Like, holy shit. Of course, he'd make that fucking terrible joke.
Yeah.
8 times, dude.
Yeah. Would you
8
also
times.
do this to your parents or watch it? Yeah. Media servers is easy to do. Need an old laptop and storage. That's it.
Yeah, no, I've seen the tutorial. I've not gotten the dill to do it.
Why? You have an old laptop, right?
I do, but like I use that to play games.
So you can't use it now.
I mean, like media storage just means like you leave it there, and it's kind of like running the whole time. So
if you pause and play a game, it will like fuck it types.
I haven't seen that much. All I did was I saw that it needed this old laptop that you need to kind of just make into the server, and I tapped out. I was like, no, I need to play some game somehow, please.
Beer Biceps came on the show to murder it.
OP, yeah.
As for it. Yeah, I think.
What was the joke? It was.
Would you rather?
Would you rather fuck your parents or watch your parents?
You should
fuck?
not repeat the joke.
What was
That is the joke.
FIR 2?
Basically, the joke was: would you rather have sex with your parents once,
or watch
them fuck every time they do it, for the rest of your life?
Would you? Or what would you pick?
Not an FIR. That's my choice. No FIR. And I think how edgy joke it was such a basic bitch edgy joke, and the way people were like, how do you even say that? It's like the beer. I think that's something interesting he brings up in the stand up at the show also, where it's like a clean guy can never do this like random edgy thing, but like an edgy guy
can always clean himself up. People love a redemptive arc. People really hate the.
Because Beer Biceps was not just like some random content. He was like talking to
actual politicians. Like he was talking to ministers who had legitimate power in the country.
Like fucking foreign minister. He was talking to finance ministers. He was talking to.
Why did he think he could go do this in such a regressive country? I don't understand. Especially because so much of his content, leaving the minister stuff aside, it's so fucking spiritual. Like it's so funny as well. It's that meme, right? The most spiritual, holy person you know probably takes it up the ass every day. Is that meme. And like this guy made it so evident. He's always like, how do I cleanse my spirit? How do I pray to God? All that. And now he's like, would you watch your
triple FIR filing in progress?
Fucking Paul is the one writing this shit.
Don't use your main device. Get a second hand one and set it up. Don't need immense performance or anything. False
narrative.
Gatorade and fruit juice.
Gatorade and fruit juice?
No, we are just eating I am eating the fruit he's
drinking the Monster. Monster is really good, guys. Monster is
gotta go even roots get Majjiga and muskmelon. Majjiga is curd.
Curd and muskmelon?
I'm not really...
Oh, I mean, if it works, go for
Bear Biceps was feeling, Kitu says, Bear Biceps was feeling left out as he can't deliver punchlines like the other panelists, so he did whatever he could. Yeah, he basically like got some, he was just like a kid who prepared like some jokes, like by-hearted those jokes, and he was like, let me just like, on the top of my head, would you rather, and he did it 9 times, just like on top of my head, like, would you rather do this or that, like, I remember, like, not that I've said, like, I'm going to say that I predicted it, this or something. There was this time where he came to another comedy panel show called Relationship Advice. He was not able to do it.
I think you should. Tanmay Bhatt was there, right?
No, I don't think Tanmay Bhatt was there. I think it was.
He was in a situationship with somebody. Yes, you've shown me the clip.
The way he got like really like he was not able to take the joke. He was like actually getting sad and upset. I really don't know why he thought it would be a great thing to now go to the way more edgy like show and stuff. Just because it's popular.
Oh, Twin says Red Bull or Monster.
I don't like either.
Damn, not a gamer.
Monster. Up, yes, thumbs up.
Thumbs up and Meghna biryani is pretty good.
Thumbs up.
Coke and Meghna is also pretty good. Pretty good. I don't mind thumbs up. I've grown to appreciate the punch of thumbs up. It's nice. Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Kitu says beer biceps. Yeah, sorry. I read that. You read that comment. Narrator's mind. If I get the question you just said with a gun to my head, I would rather get shot than answer. No, I think I'd just say something. I'd pick whatever and then I'd leave. No, and so much of his content revolves around being the Indian Joe Rogan. Yes.
I actually think
bro, he's actually just like motherfucking cock-sucking Joe Rogan.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he was like a big inspiration for his whole show and stuff.
Yeah, he's exactly like that, yeah.
He's far more nutty than like Joe Rogan, because Joe Rogan still has a pretension of like, hey, I'm just curious. Bro,
you know what? It goes, I think your analogy is only half right. So, I think beer biceps is nutty on the surface. Joe Rogan is an actual nutcase. He was shooting ivermectin to get rid of COVID. He was telling people to like take ivermectin to get rid of COVID and stuff. So
yeah, they both are nutcases, but I do feel like this guy is more overtly like nutty because it's like.
If you guys hate Joe Rogan, sorry to cut you off. If you guys hate Joe Rogan, go look up this channel called The Elephant Graveyard on YouTube. They have done a ruthless like autopsy of Joe Rogan and his like comedy circle, and it's beautifully written. It's one. I think I showed you that channel, right? Horses. So this guy wrote like that, but to make fun of stand-up comics. It was very good. Like I think it's like an hour and 40 minutes long. It's like it's like honey in your ears. The writing, and it's so funny. But yes, you were saying.
Yeah, Beer Biceps is also like his content is actually all over the place, where he's like doing conspiracy theory. And he's like very clearly pro-government, pro-Hindutva, all that. And then he goes to this very edgy show and he's like, dude, you want to do sex with your parents or do this or something? I really don't know how he thought it
It's ego.
It is pure ego. It is pure ego, where it's like, ego. I can do this also. I can do anything.
Just stay in your lane. Yeah. Literally, you made a great lane for yourself. You're building generational wealth. Yeah. Stay in your lane and do it.
Already had generational wealth.
I forgot that. Yeah, like right.
He tries so hard to downplay that nonsense. It's like he's parents are like fairly well-known doctors in Mumbai, bro. Fucking Mumbai is already such an expensive. He was like a well-off guy. That's why he did it. And cool, like he clearly made a lot more money and all that. But to like pretend like he's some like
I'm from the streets,
Yeah.
dude. Like I came up in this shit.
Yeah.
It's something I think a lot of people who get called out for being nepo kids who hide it, right?
Yeah.
It's so evident that the human trait of earning something, everyone falls victim
Everyone
to.
wants to have that feeling.
Yeah, everyone
I
wants to
wanted-
feel like I earned it.
I heard. I did.
And it really sucks. It really like it's something they can't take if they're being told like they had advantages.
And I also think I really don't know what like when the Layden show was going on, I was like, this is going to get cancelled for sure, because the kind of shit they were saying, I'm like, I'm like, yeah, I like edgy jokes, so I'm fine with that. I'm like, but if the wrong uncle or tata watches this,
Khatam.
enough.
Yeah.
And because the views, and it was not like some niche show, it was
Yeah,
like
I know, it was
mainstream
huge, it was huge,
show.
yeah, it was
like
huge.
it was getting mental views, bro. I think the stat he was saying that like every month, like one in every 4 Indians have watched this show.
Yes.
It's like actually crazy.
Yeah.
And for it being so popular, I'm like, it's a very risky show.
Paul Stark, no one says so much. Paul Stark says, Beer Biceps is always weirdly crazy. I mean, in his podcast, even before the show, he asked about fucking monkeys when he visits a zoo.
He is
not.
We've done this.
We have like we've done like a few streams, right? Or we only did one stream.
One stream probably.
Yeah,
on
and
Beer
we did like a hypercut of it. Yeah. He is a hypocritical nutcase, straight up. Like he started out wanting to motivate men. Whatever.
No, he started out as a gym guy who was just like, hey, this is how he was basically Jeff Nippard. Then he went
scientific spirituality.
Yeah, then he went into fashion advice and all. Then I think he was like, okay, motivation. Then he went into podcasts, where in the podcast first it was like, hey, I'll get these celebrities, I'll get these cool people, and they'll talk. Like I remember one of the first interviews he did was with Tanmay, but after his whole depression episode. I actually liked it. I was like, oh, this is pretty good. I've watched a bunch of his episodes. I actually binge watched some of the beginning ones back then. I was like, oh, this is pretty. And then he went full nutcase where he was like doing all this spirituality, is this semen retention, like all kinds of nonsense.
Scientifically, what's the Jeff Nippard meme? Scientifically accurate. Is that the thing, or like science-based lifting? Yes, science-based. Science-based semen retention.
Yeah. He was
science-based driving under the influence.
Everything. It was like ghosts are real, aliens
science-based
are real.
paranormal activity.
Yeah, aliens are real. There's like Illuminati, bro. There's dark energy, bro. There's quantum mechanics.
Energy.
Quantum, this energies, fields, all kinds of bullshit.
Paul Stark, the jokes weren't even his. He just watched Mad TV for them. That's crazy. I did not know.
Yeah, there are some. Like it is like an old ass question. This is
Beer Biceps is like the homeopathy version of Joe Rogan. No one that is exactly what he is. Holy fuck.
That is very true.
That is actually homeopathy Joe Rogan made a shit joke again. Small Wing Condor, what happened to Samay and why is he referencing that song from Portal? Thank you so much, man.
What?
The name of the show, Still Alive, is a song from Portal 2. It's the end credit song for Portal 2. Not Portal 2, I think Portal 1, if I'm not wrong, right? Yeah, Portal 1, yeah. This was a triumph. I'm making a note here. You've not played Portal, right?
I played it, I didn't finish it. We played it for the stream once, right?
Co-op. No, you didn't play the single player? No. Bruh, that's sad, bruh.
I can't deal with puzzles. Give me some guns, guys.
You know what I relate? I don't like puzzles, but like there are a few puzzle games I'm like, that should peak. Portal is one of them. Incredible. But what happened to Samay Raina was...
Oh, basically he had this very popular...
He had his life neutered.
Yeah, he had a very popular show called India's Got Latent, where they are making all these edgy jokes.
And one of our boy, homeopath Joe Rogan, as coined by Condor, came on and said, would you watch your parents fuck once, or would you watch...
No.
Sorry, I keep forgetting that fucking joke.
Would you rather watch your parents have sex for the... for the rest of your life, or actually
participate
in
once. Yes.
and get it.
This is a joke, and this is a question I think we all read when we were 14, 15 on like would you rather websites. Here is a grown ass man asking it 8 times for context, and Samay cut out all but the 8th one and left it in, and because of that the show got cancelled, FIRs got filed, Ranveer had to do a whole apology to Ranveer as in Beer Biceps. Samay had multiple mental breakdowns and like his career was pretty gone.
Like
the show got wiped off, the channel got like eradicated basically. So yes, that's what happened.
And stuff. It's pretty sad. And like it's like the stand-up show is about like his aftermath and what is.
No one says, I downloaded Beer Biceps episodes to make a YouTube poop, realizing that editing takes time. Go for it. Sincerely go for it. Just do it. That's how like I got started learning editing as well. So, just...
through YouTube poops?
Not YouTube poops, but like I learned Photoshop because I wanted to make fun of one of my classmates. And then slowly I was like, oh, okay, I can use this to do editing and all that. I remember I was trying to do like, Adam had the whole shit, Adam and Pals, right? So I was like, I'll do one for 13 Reasons Why. And obviously the scale is huge. But what you're trying to do is pretty small. You can actually make it like an achievable goal and do it, dude. Do it. Make a YouTube poop. Come on, let's go. Kritika, OMG, hi, hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Missed my dinner buddies. What are you having for dinner, dude?
Anyway, we have nothing.
We're having Monster. Fucking let's go. Yeah, Beer Biceps got off really easy for that one, for causing the whole shit show.
Yeah, he kind of did. Because
he had, like, in the special, I think Samay Raina also mentions that Tanmay Bhatt said that India is a land of contacts. If they have any mantri you can run to. I'm sure Beer Biceps actually had like mantris he could run to.
And not just that, he was also like if they full on take action against him, that means they will also be scrutinized for being on his show and like all
exactly.
that. So it was for sure he didn't like face as much repercussions as the other people did. And I think it's also ridiculous that like all this, like it shouldn't have like obviously like what is this, like you are for like however much
society, I think Indian society is like it's somehow just like on the verge of not being puritanical, and it's constantly held back like all the time. Like, is that joke really that salacious, guys?
Yes.
Really?
Guys, I'm saying it's a very offensive thing. I don't know him.
I don't know Ullu. I don't know the number of like weirdo like ALT Balaji shit that popped off because Ekta Kapoor made a bunch of like sex shows for OTT. Real life anecdote, guys. In college, I used to commute to college, right? I think I told you this. I used to sit and I used to like watch movies or like listen to music. I used to listen to music on the way back. Next to me was an uncle sitting and watching straight, like, those ALT Balaji sex shows. I think it's ALT Balaji, it could have been porn. In the fucking train, by the way, with like, like people around. And so, of course, I was like... And the crazy thing, you'd think if someone did that to you while you were watching something something private, you think, right? You would be like, what the fuck? You would alt tab, you'd change something. No, this guy did this. So I leaned in a little more. And then he did this. I find it so hypocritical that this show got cancelled for such a joke when like every uncle that was getting mad at this.
Yeah. Not just that
has seen worse, consumes worse. Why, as a society, we're so intent on keeping everything in this like closet, like sex and all like happens in science class only.
Wait.
Sorry for the rant. I got very.
Kritika says, honestly, the only one I can hate the most is media and then the podcaster. I cannot bear his face.
Yeah. Beer Biceps.
Beer Biceps. The narrator's mind says the passion for being a bully.
I did not bully anybody. That guy was an asshole cunt, and I was striking back against the asshole cunt. So like.
Did you guys watch Jananayagan? It's ass. What? It's not released though.
How did you watch it?
It's news to me.
As far as I know, it's coming out in June.
Yeah.
Jananayagan.
Polestar says, an artist man was a mini Bajrang Dal too. This is why I don't read. What is this?
This is why I don't read my doujins.
What is this?
Doujins are fan fiction. Wait, let me find the. I forget the term. I think doujins are erotic fan fiction or just fan fiction. Doujinshi is just fan fiction, right? Yeah. Doujinshi is just fan fiction, but because anime has a lot of repressed or open sexuality, doujinshi is almost always romantic fan fiction of like casts of like TV shows and whatnot. I read my doujinshis in private as well. Yes. Small Encounter says, if you're a man of culture, you would read Metamorphosis. Dude, no.
Metamorphosis?
It's this very, very fucked up, like, it's basically porn, okay? But, like hentai, right? Like, hentai, right? So, it's this fucked up hentai that's well written. Not well written, but like really tragic, of this schoolgirl that just gets like...
The score.
Yeah, this schoolgirl that gets just corrupted by society. Bad parents, bad school bullies, bad crowd. And it's very unpleasant and it's really well drawn and you're just like horrified. It's this girl getting essayed multiple times, drugged multiple times, miscarriages, all that shit. And what's really disturbing about it is, it's probably, it assumes the point of view of the quiet girl in your class who was not popular and what could happen. In a way. Really fucked up. Don't reading it in public is like crime for others. Anyways, I think what I thought of the special, Agent PI Hire game seems interesting. You're gonna play it. Agent PI Hire. I don't know what that game is.
No, don't traumatize him with metaphors.
I'll show him afterwards. Show him what it looks like.
Yeah,
What's the number? I know the number of I know the hentai tag for it. It's 11303084 if I'm not wrong. That was a meme where like people would sneak that number into the background of videos, into the background of like school projects and stuff. I think I put it in one of our like college projects as well. Shit. I know I didn't do that. I wrote like some other stuff and converted into Japanese, but yeah, I'll show him later. Anyways, what I thought of the special as someone who does not watch a bunch of stand-up is, I think it's good. But like I've been just fucking whining the whole stream. I thought it would be much funnier than it was. I think it's fairly insightful, and I think the bits that I really appreciate and like quite a lot are him describing the whole scale of the breakdown. I think that was very well done, where you really got a feel for what he was going through. And he very effortlessly did 2 storylines in one sitting, which was so... I think it's very well written, surprisingly, where like there's the present storyline of like the blow up and everything happening, and there's these intercutting flashbacks and whatnot of like, oh, this is what my mom was like, this is what my dad was like.
School days.
In reality, the whole story he's narrating happens over 2 nights or something.
2-3 nights.
2-3 nights, but you get so much flavor context of like his history with the show, his childhood, his dynamics with his family, what it meant to him, his dynamics with his friend, the habitat and where his friend was, and like his parents owning it.
I think the dynamic with this friend, like Balraj,
is very funny.
Very funny. It's very. I think that was very.
It's very real, I think.
Yeah. Like I think it was very wholesome and also pretty funny how. And again, one of the themes of the show is like how men are not good at dealing with these things. And it starts off by saying this friend is like
this too shall
pass, all that. But at the end, his dad was so he could like his mom gave him the
space to emotionally vent, and then his dad was like his rock, who was like
that was pretty nice.
Well, I think I think that's what got me the funniest is like, he was like, my dad is sending me memes. While like his mom and him are like crying, like, oh, mera life to gaya, and his dad is sending him memes about him. It's like his life going. But yeah, I think that was the most emotionally potent part of the special as well.
I think
that was pretty sad to see.
I genuinely had thoda tears when I saw when he was talking about Balraj's family, like old.
Yeah, they were on the feet.
That was just like.
Yeah, that was really sad. That's really sad.
Yeah. And you could see the way he delivers it also, like you can say he was
his like
actually-
acting skills are like so good.
He's
Like,
either
holy
acting or is like.
fuck. I think he's acting.
I mean, he's acting in the sense that.
I think he's acting. When I say acting, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's a sociopath.
Yeah.
I'm sure this
He's
happened.
performing it.
But it is a performance, so
Yeah.
of course he
His
has to
emotional
like.
parts were like actually seemed very real.
Yes.
It seemed like he was actually tearing up and stuff, which is pretty nice.
Fucking this is gonna get clipped, right? And they're gonna be like.
Oh my god, they're all spamming 177. there.
Yeah, 17 was. Yeah, that's the
I see
tag. That's
men
the
of
tag.
culture.
Yes, yes, yes.
So many men of culture brings tear to my eye.
Holy fucking shit, that's the tag. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. That's great.
Kunal Kamra twist was too X mark now for me.
Don't like that plot twist for real. Yeah, no, I think I was telling him about that. We'll get to that. Other things I liked about the special were, I think, setting wise, it was very nice. It reminded me again of one of the. I hate say. You know what I realize? A small aside. We don't read many books. We're not as big of
Speak for
bookworms.
yourself.
Oh, okay, fine.
I'm reading every book.
Fucking alright.
I've read fucking like telephone directories also. Just like when I'm bored, I'm just like gotta give.
What's your
some
favorite book?
Telephone directory. It's the best.
I like 2008.
I like Fatima's number the most.
All Star clip. No, I was saying like when it comes to like even music, right? Whenever I'm supposed to describe my like when I'm supposed to like critique it per se, I feel like an imposter because I'll be like, oh, it's like that album, and then it hits me like shit. Everyone knows that album.
I heard
Like in the
two
movie
other-
thing, in movie version, it's kind of like, oh yeah, this movie is kind of like Inception, ain't it? It's like so good, eh? But yeah, like the Bird Revelation special from Dave Chappelle, which also had the same setting. I like that about this special as well. Other things I liked about the special, I don't know if this is him. I like his like, the way he speaks is very entertaining. I was so scared, man. I was just like in tears. It was very It sounded like a very everyman way of speaking. It was good.
He has a.
It was very entertaining
I
to
think
watch.
even I think he also used a lot of cuss words, but at least in this special, it seemed very like soft and smooth, and it didn't feel like I said bench or now laugh types. It was just like speaking conversationally, and he had like a.
It was good, yeah.
All that.
It was a good special. I think again.
I can understand why it's so popular. Also, it's
Yes.
like actually pretty fun, and it's also because it's like
It's also a big like victory
event.
lap.
Yeah, like it was
so
an event
people
that
love
everyone
that.
saw and all that. And
I also like the bit at the end. I think, I think a critique of mine, which I don't think it's universally applicable to everyone who watches this, is he's saying a lot of things everyone already knows. I feel, yeah, but at the same time, I'm sure like it's the same critique I think Ashutosh also said about Veer Das. Like the audience is so broad, whatever he's saying probably like hits for people who don't know. So, yeah, that bit at the end I really liked where he goes like your productive days. That's cute. That's nice.
and it's also like I also think he when he was blending in the whole like men are like this angle, it didn't seem like very like he was
Ham-fisted?
ham-fisted. He was not trying to win like woke points or any points.
I think one part that felt ham-fisted was that like huge thing he was making for I forgot the
Kashmir
name.
Pandits.
No, not Kashmiri Pandits. Why did you say that about Kashmiri Pandits?
No, you're saying that's also
But
a
why did
political
you say-
point.
I didn't say political actually.
What did you say then? I am not
Just
even
outing yourself like right there.
outing myself.
I
is what?
said, as an andbhakt nigga, bro, like, I was talking about the ham-fisted part of it. He was talking about that one woman who was on the Leighton show and how, like, she had a comeback. And that went on for a while in the special. Like, something about vaginas.
Yeah, the Apurvas. Like,
Yeah, Apurva, yes.
I think that bit could have been shrunk a little for sure.
Paul Stark says, Prasna calling me illiterate. What? Did I call you that? I'm sorry. Is this cancel FIR speedrun stream? Yeah. Seems like it.
Seems
I mean, it's thematically pretty fitting. We're doing it about a special called Still Alive.
And we are trying to unalive ourselves here.
Yes.
I also liked there was actually a genuine sense of tension he could communicate, like, because I think it is one thing to see news articles about like this comedian who is getting, but when the way he put us in his shoes of like, oh, I was here and like suddenly they were like taking away all the money I built for these few years.
Yes,
and,
yes, yes.
And like I like even when he brought his parents' career perspective also, where they are just like normal people and like they are all like everyone who was involved, unka parents and all got fucked over by this, and how random and I think it was also like very like good commentary about like how they were just praying for something else to happen so that people will forget him.
Yeah.
Like they were just like something bad should happen,
Which ends up being the thing that happens when like Kunal Kamra went and made those comments about the Maharashtrian government official, and because of that, literally the day he lands, he's like clear of it.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, all I need to do is like kind of just say sorry to the police and I'm clear.
You guys can make one call Still Standing and play Elton John after HHMV. they back. Yeah. I also think it's when he was talking about like the other stand-up comics' reaction to it, and because the scale of this was probably something actually like Tanmay Bhatt has also been into all these cases and all that, but he himself was like, it's a little scary than I expected.
Yeah.
Because the Assam CM is saying this. I think that bit also was very funny when the Assam police went to his old like PG
in Pune, like fucking seized shit.
Ganja and all that. That was pretty funny.
That was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my other, not even critique per se, it's just when he said Kunal Kamra, it reminded me like, oh shit, this guy got off with it, and Kunal Kamra is still in the trenches, like fucking going for everything. We had like I forget like what 4-hour debate or something last night, all the way till like 4 a.m. about like what are the ethics of rebellion? How does one rebel in a society?
My point was that like I don't think it's like you can like it's the moral like of course the guy who is not going to apologize for this joke is the morally good guy, all that, but I don't think I will judge someone who says sorry because it's like if I am a stand-up comic and I just see it as a job and I want to make money and I have no like integrities of comedy should be like this and all that, it's like you want to say sorry, fine, say sorry, cool. And like I want to live my life. Like if I'm like a software developer making some few lakhs a month and all that, and some code I wrote is like getting me arrested, and they're just like, can you write an apology? I will write it. I'll be like, oh sorry. So I'm just like, I think it makes sense. I'm not. I have to stand up for my software developers.
I have a little more. I have a take. That's not exactly opposite yours, I think. I agree with what you're saying. Like at the end of the day, like all these ideals that whatever people are fighting for, they're only worth something in a system that actually appreciates these ideals.
Like what he was saying, where it's like if it's an unfair fight, it's okay.
Yeah, what he said there. It's just that when he said that and you see Kunal Kamra still fighting, it makes the special look a little funny to me. That's all. That was my point.
Yeah, I still don't agree with that, but yeah.
I think it is funny.
Yeah.
Like,
I
think the
Kunal
joke for
Kamra
me
is
comes like
genuine.
this. You didn't keep up with that whole Kendrick and Drake fight, right? And I'm not saying Samay Raina is anywhere near like Drake levels of debauchery and shit. No. He's not like that. It's just that it's like this thing where it's like the joke where one person is making a hoopla about getting hurt. The other guy gets hurt the same way and he's just like,
I think everyone processes it.
yes, for sure. I am not saying that. I just think it was funny.
But
We had a huge fucking debate about this. Like, but what are your guys' thoughts on that in that regard? I don't think anyone can throw shade at Samay Raina for continuing to try and exist and make a living on this platform. But at the same time, Kunal Kamra's existence, what does that like mean to you guys? The fact that he's still here, the fact that he is doing the exact opposite of what Samay Raina did.
It's not a crazy thing to say, but like I don't think Kunal Kamra will exist for too long.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
he
can
will
see.
be thrown into prison very
I
shortly.
mean, we'll see. We'll see.
So that's why
Because on one hand, pragmatically, I think it makes sense to
because
try
there are
and
all
survive.
these random journalists who go to jail for like fighting
Not
the
even
good
jail,
fight.
they're dead.
Sometimes dead also.
Most times
It's
they're
like
dead. There was I think some journalist got murdered in like Delhi something today.
oh
Delhi or I forget. It's always happening. Yes.
but where it's like yeah they've fought the good fight, but it's like did it matter because like they're in the jail now and
Yeah.
people will forget.
No
everything.
spoilers for the book, but in Train to Pakistan.
I was like no spoilers. We are getting
No, I mean like
arrested soon.
for the book in Train to Pakistan, there's whatever we were debating about, right? There's 2 chapters dedicated to this, like POV.
Oh, you were telling me about
Yeah, where like, does it make sense to rebel? The question the book kind of asks, one of the many questions it asks, great book, you guys should read it. One of the many questions it asks is, does it make sense for you as a person to rebel if no one will recognize your rebellion? On surface, that question seems fairly vain in nature. But if you consider the ramifications of it, it seems like something that's very inherent to a lot of humans. Like, if no one is going to remember your sacrifice, does it make sense for you to rebel?
Sorry, for you to do the sacrifice in the
Yeah,
first place.
in the book he shows like both the ideology's end points. And even though obviously the person rebelling is the good guy and he wins and whatnot, to him it's like nothing. To him it's his life is kaput per se. And to the person who is not rebelling, their life is fine, even though it's fine because of the other person. So that dichotomy, yes. Sorry, I'll read the comments. Salamander, for real, what are y'all's favorite JoJo part other than Steel Ball Run? Part 4. He hasn't really seen any. Pick a number. Holy, that's such a good choice actually. Part 2 is fucking great. Part 2 is good. I think part 2 is awesome, but part 4 is where it's like refined to perfection. Paul Stark says Stardust Crusaders. Yes, Stardust Crusaders is good. I think Stardust Crusaders is good, yeah. Paul Stark, I mean, Kunal Kamra is refusing to apologize despite getting dragged. I ain't standing up and rebelling for writing a bad Git commit message. I'ma just delete that and move on. Fuck the HR. I mean, not everyone can afford to fight in an extended timeline, sadly. Yes.
Yeah, like I think when you're fighting, you're just like already like decided that my life doesn't matter to me. The cause is bigger than me.
Yes.
Which I don't think everyone needs to do. That's my point. Like it's like we can like because I feel like my life is more important than the cause itself sometimes.
But what if your life only exists because of the cause?
No. My life can
No.
exist because of the cause.
I mean, like hypothetical. Consider a hypothetical where like your life exists because of the cause. What do you do then?
Cause of the cause isn't.
No, like
Give me an
the life
example
you
of-
are living
is
exists because of this cause.
because someone else did this cause.
Yeah, that's the train. That's the Train to Pakistan question.
That's fine. I'm okay living. Someone else can be the hero. I'm okay.
It's not even about being the hero.
Or,
per se.
like someone else can do that, and I'm okay because I'm
a little more conflicted.
I guess if there's anyone dying for this channel, it is you and not me. I'll be like, Modi ji will come and take you over, and not me.
And I'll just be like,
I'll be like, yeah, Modi. Okay, I don't know why I'm all right.
hey, I didn't say. Do you see like tables turn ho gaya? You're very much on the road to be the sacrifice. Actually, it's always the person who's gonna sacrifice themselves. Like, I ain't no hero.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to live
Like
my
even
life.
even in Rang De Basanti spoilers.
I mean, I don't want to spoil,
Okay,
but yes,
it's like
yes.
that character who.
I
does
mean,
that
it's
thing.
a trick of like most writing. I think like everyone can recognize it. If you see an asshole in the first act, they're probably going to be the good guy later. That thing. No one. Whole special was very emotional, but a bit too self-congratulatory for my taste.
Yeah, I think one thing there was a lot of like subtle flex. It's like, guys, I make this much money.
8 crore, 300,000.
Yeah, I think that I think in his perspective it seemed like he wanted to say that hey, I'm still standing and I'm alive like this way, but I still felt like
Go for it. Yeah, I don't have a point. I don't have a problem against that. Like, I think if I went through this much controversy, I'd host a stand-up special where I'm like,
yeah, fuck
all
you.
that.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be this introspective even. Kitu says, I didn't like Samay's stand-up clips until Still Alive, but he's very quick with crowd work and that's why Leighton worked. As a special, I felt it was perfect.
Yeah, I liked it all. I was also in the similar boat where it's like I'm not like a fan of his stand-up comedy otherwise, but I was like, it was actually pretty nice. Like that's why I didn't watch it in the first 2 days it came up. Then everyone was talking about it. It got very big. I was like, okay. We were eating lunch and I was like, okay, we'll play. We'll see what happens. I liked it.
No one says depends how much conscience you have and can afford. Honestly, if you can get numb and block out a lot of stuff, you can get on with your life. Yeah,
which is
pretty
what
much.
I think Kunal Kamra is doing, but not everyone is able to do. Some people get affected
I
by
think
these things
I
more
would like to read more on this. I think like what we're arguing about now is like a very base level of this argument. I think like there's more levels to it. I think one thing that immediately occurred to me right now, right? No one said it depends on how much conscience you have and can afford, right? Wait, let me try and vocalize that. Like, how much conscience you can have and afford. Meaning, the next question I have is, how does one accrue conscience, I guess? Like, how are you able to afford conscience?
You afford it by like basically giving up on your life in certain ways.
No. Not even for a cause. How do you afford conscience as just an action? How are you able to afford greater conscience? And how are you in conscience poverty, so to speak?
I mean, if you, I think affording.
I think like one answer I think is like that line from Parasite where
that's
it says,
what I was also thinking. Like when you're rich enough, you can.
They are nice because they are rich.
That
Yes.
sort of thing. It's like if you have enough privileges, I'll also sit and fight for like the forests and this and that. So the polar bear somewhere.
Which makes wait, fuck, I'm getting so many, like my brain is expanding. So much intellectual discussion.
He read 2 books and he's like, guys.
The second book is even politics.
It's like, am I?
Dude, I am tearing through that book
Yeah,
though.
I'm actually like, that is pretty crazy.
Holy fuck, dude! Like, you know what I did? Like, after I like clocked out, I was just reading this, and then I set this up, and before the stream, I was just reading. I was actually just like reading. I can't wait for this habit to fall off. The minute I encounter a book that's just like minute reading difficulty, get the fuck out. But no, I would like to read on this. But yeah, I think it was a good special. I think it was good. I just think it's like not for me, I guess. I think excuse me.
Already died.
What?
Already heart attack.
No one says bro bragging about reading. Not even reading anything complex. I'm reading fucking Stephen King.
That is the monster kicking in, expanding your head narratives. Man reads literature for first time and becomes activist. Attention span dead. No one says. Yeah.
Attention. Yeah, no. I think I started reading mostly because I was scared of the amount of time I was spending on like fucking reels and shit. So yes.
What about passive/silent rebellion? At the rate known, you are doing one.
No, what? Who said that? Small Wing Condor, right?
Yeah.
Yes. No, that's the point I think this movie makes. In one battle after another, there's 2 rebellions that are going on, and only one works. If you think about it, the big rebellion that's going on throughout the movie, the big thing, the main attraction is like Leo chasing his daughter and that colonel coming after the daughter, and it's a very direct confrontation against the United States military, right? But you find out that the dojo sensei has been like, he has a whole like underground system where he's housing and caring for illegal immigrants, making sure they don't get picked up. And I think like silent rebellion is actually what makes sense to me in any society. I think that's the one that's pragmatic you can do without risking your whole life.
Way, don't you think like the still alive thing is that? Because it is basically like you are kind of like you are not saying fuck you government officials, but you are basically saying, "See, I'm still alive." That's the point of the thing. I'm like, I'm still kicking. You tried to kill me and get this thing.
No, that's a good point. Yeah. I guess the aesthetics of a rebellion are more attractive than the rebellion itself. I think that's a good point, right? Like, yeah, dude, fuck the system, like loud and like
They'll throw bombs at
Yeah, but then what Sensei does in the movie is literally just like very quietly just organize stuff, help people out, don't make a scene, actually have measurable impact on
that's
lives.
why I have a problem with a lot of the Twitter activism and stuff like that. It's like it's just calling people out and just like fuck
Done.
this guy. Yeah, just like basically being like quote tweet that shit and just do that and like do nothing actually.
Is anyone here on Twitter? I am not.
I am not also.
Same. Fuck that shit. That is awful, man.
What about pass? No, this is why I read. What is this?
Doujins, bro.
Doujins.
Why? Paul, you can't read doujins to increase your attention span if you're gooning. It's cheating. Doujins is fan fiction.
Yeah,
It's a
you told me.
doujinshi. Yes.
You told me. Yeah.
No one. Silent rebellion is silent because no one would ever recognize that you've done something, logistics, boycott type shit. Silent rebellions empower violent ones. I think the silent rebellion you're talking about is one that's purely performative. Like boycotting and like, no, I won't do this or whatever. And like I think a very famous example of a pointless rebellion is the whole No Kings protest that happened in America recently. This is so useless. It's just a large gathering of people saying, we ain't cool with this. Nothing happened to anything. And they just went back to work. And and I think when you do this whole like peaceful protest or silent protest or whatever, what happens is they realize that, okay, we need to get the crowd to disperse. If we can get the crowd to disperse by doing something small, they disperse, we're fine. So, yeah, you have a point there, yes. Paul Stark, isn't Singapore elections the biggest silent rebellion because the same party always wins, but the majority changes drastically when the citizens are dissatisfied? I don't know enough to actually say.
Yeah, also.
Yeah, no one. It's like when in sometime in the future, when do you overthrow shit? What next? The next system, the better system. That's true. I think growing up is realizing there is no real system that works. Probably.
I think growing up was realizing that like
You live in a constant Ouroboros of like left wing, right wing, centrism, left wing, right wing, centrism.
Basically it's like you kind of realize that like your life is actually so much smaller and your contribution is probably always going to be so much smaller. It's better to make the best of what you can for yourself and people around you and do your thing correctly. I think it's the
No, but when I think of that, I also think of like what all these like revolutionaries did in our country, in like every country, right? When they overthrew people, were they not also like haunted by the same thought of their own insignificance and shit?
But I think let's like if you're talking specifically about like Indian freedom fighters and all, they were fighting for the bigger cause by default, right? And they were and in some ways they had less to lose.
No, I can never say that.
No, in terms of like okay.
We can never say that.
No, okay, I'll put it like this way. It is easier for like I'll give you another example.
Sorry, no one said the actual professional protesters are the French. They're a different breed. The man handed me a baguette sandwich when I was passing by in 2023. You can't be gooning while reading them. That way the attention span increases drastically. Okay, man. Fucking, you're mentally gooning. You're edging. He's edge maxing. Sorry, you were saying. You were going to put it in another way.
Yeah, so for like, let's say you are like a person who has like a software job something.
Okay.
And you want to try films, which is very like risky career option and all. And you're like, let's say you have all this money and all of that, and you're like, let's maybe married or close to getting married.
Okay.
It's easier, and there's another person who has not really like any prospects of like a comfy job or anything, and he's like very like poor and stuff like that. For him, going full on and movies is much easier because he has lesser to lose. And my point is that like I think some of our freedom fighters had lesser to lose in this way, where they were all like
Not really.
Not all of them. Some of them are like were.
I think very few of them. A majority of the freedom fighters were well educated,
No,
well read
not
people.
well. The thing is like.
Like yeah, sure. You make a case for Mangal Pandey. I guess yes, he was a soldier and he literally was like, oh fuck this shit. I'm not doing this beef cartridge nonsense. But when you look at someone like Bhagat Singh, he was actually well read. He's educated. Like
No, my
so
point,
many of our freedom
like,
fighters
not
were.
That they're not educated or like. But what they were losing is.
I feel like they knew what they were losing and it did not matter to them, so they didn't
No,
lose
I'm not
much.
saying they were not like aware. They did it like without being aware of what.
Yes, I think.
I just feel like what we have to lose in current world.
I feel like
feels more like what.
I think it feels for us, of course. But I think at the end of the day, for anyone who's choosing to be quote unquote a freedom fighter, they are losing a lot just by doing it. And I think for us, in our when we move closer to it, because we are in our bodies, to us it seems like we're going to lose so much. We're going to lose relationships, careers, prospects, so much shit. But then that's the same for anyone who's fighting for a cause. They're just choosing to say that's fine. This cause is what matters. So I think they are like I think even back then they were losing the same. I think if not more, because back then like straight up murderous violence was the de facto way the regime monitored them. I mean, you won't get shot by police officers here. But I'm sure, like, you know what? I take that back. But I guess it is kind of the same.
I guess so. I don't know if.
I don't think
like,
I don't think
just
there's
feel
ever
like,
less
I
or
just
more
feel
to
like
lose.
The kind of comforts we have versus what they had. It's like,
Yeah, they didn't have air conditioning.
like
Boo, they didn't lose
they
much.
Didn't
Fuck.
they didn't have air conditioning. They didn't have Zepto. They didn't have all this and.
No, but I also think that's a trap that it's the biggest enshittification trap we've been trapped in for the longest. Is all these like little cultural revolutions that we got through UPI, Zepto, whatever, have just trapped us now. They've become like so convenient we cannot lose them. In a way, they've disempowered us even more from acting up against them. And I think back then they did not have these conveniences to trap them.
That's why it's easier.
Yeah.
That's literally my point too.
I mean, technically it's easier, but all these conveniences are conveniences. They're not really like revolutionary anything. So I'd say.
There was a funny joke I heard recently, like like one of I think Nishan, some stand-up comedian said it's like you know why like Gandhiji went for like non-violence because of course look at him how.
That's a good point. Like, what's he gonna? But don't forget, he had plenty of willpower to do that shit to his niece. But no, that's a good point. Sure, yeah. In his own way, he protested. Yes. Lot of comments. Yes. Narrator's mind. You rebel against left or right. Eventually, both leads to ultimate control and power trip for the individual at the top. Balance is the solution. Mahan deals this team very well. Yes.
Yeah.
I do think like the system that's employed is the problem, never the right or left party per se. I think that's what people are slowly realizing is that you vote for either party, a large group of the people are going to get fucked. So that system needs to be reworked and revamped politically in some way so that everyone is looked after in some way, shape or form. I think like, let's say the left wing wins, right? There will be a fair amount of conservatives who are also going to be like, this fucking shit sucks. We live in like a police state. I hate this shit. What the fuck? And it's going to breed the same amount of resentment that is going to go against this government as well. It's like a never-ending cycle.
I mean,
no one says we have so little that losing even this little is unimaginable, seems like. Yeah. Paul Stark, I think he means it becomes less personal and more larger in the sense of the country, as the outcome was also for country, but now as it's personal, the outcome is also personal. No one, or we have so much that it's painful to even have a little loss. No one, I don't think it's, I think it's not left wing or right wing.
Like what I said about like we have so little that even
the losing this little seems unimaginable. Yeah. No one, I think it's not left wing or right wing, but long term versus short term thinking. Yes, actually, yeah. That's a good point, yes. But what you're saying, Paul, about it becomes less personal and more larger for the sense of the country, as the outcome was for the country. In a way, do you not think it is also personal? It is like a selfish thing to fight for your country because you want to have like a good life here. Don't you think so?
But that's also because that those people were fighting with a 50-50 or more than 50-50 chance of them never enjoying the fruits of whatever they're fighting for. Which in our
sure.
case it's like, yeah, there are a lot of problems and all that, but it's like we have other opportunities to kind of be like,
Yeah, we're trapped in comfort, honestly.
we'll
There's so
leave.
many creature comforts that we've been introduced to that, like,
No, I don't even think it's a bad. Like, I'm like, if someone genuinely wants to live their life, and they're like, if they'll
no, that's not my point. My point is like, we are trapped in creature comforts that make it harder for us to stand up for anything.
sure.
It definitely, like, all the creature comforts that we have right now, and the fact that everything we do is so monitored, so locked onto the internet, just make the entire prospect of rebelling infinitely harder. I think so. I also think that in one way we have it harder than crazy, but like in one way our generation have it the hardest because we're exposed to all sorts of social media nightmares that our brain cannot handle, will not handle, and has also lobotomized us further. Like the entire Reels thing, the entire TikTok thing, the constant like screen time thing.
We've been part of a lot of experiments without.
Yeah, which have just fucked us mentally.
Yeah.
Like so many recessions, the pandemic has stunted us socially in ways we do not know.
Yeah, like
So
our
many like
education,
dependencies. I think the screen time thing is probably the worst thing that's happened because it has effectively like really neutered our attention span by like a great degree. And now with the introduction of ChatGPT, it's neutering our like problem solving as well. So yeah. Life is fucked, yes. Narrator's fine. That system you mentioned has some balance. You can either left wing or right. Think about the dictatorship angle. You forced to follow one. No, I don't think if you're forced to follow one, it's a good thing. Because I think what we're going through, or what like many a country is going through, is kind of that. And you're also seeing how, like, fascism is never an answer. Fascism constantly just eats away at itself, right? So it's not really, it's a very short-term solution. It's not really long-term. Small wing condor, guys, can we go back to gaming? Yeah, we can. What's a game you played you recently?
World
like?
War II.
World War II.
Call
Call
of
of Duty
Duty.
World at War. Call of Duty World at War was pretty fucking dope though. Yeah.
No, I didn't play. I was just
Oh.
trying to make.
Have you played the Modern Warfare trilogy? Seriously? That's actually really good. It's like Modern Warfare 1.
I only read books.
Ah, yeah.
As a reader myself, my favorite game.
I knew it was a problem when we were on the metro, we were going. And I pulled out my phone, I put on my headphones, and this fucker, he pulled out War and Peace. And he was like,
Give me that.
no one. Have you played Disco Elysium? Yes.
He has.
Yes! Best game ever, holy shit. Best writing I've seen ever, holy shit. So fucking good. My god, I love Disco Elysium. So many incredible lines in that game. I think my favorite line from the game is, one of my favorite lines is like, love has darkness, love has ice in its veins and darkness for a face or something. It's like, God, it's like good writing. There's also the lines from the, I don't want to spoil if people haven't played, but in the game you can choose a political side, right? So you can be a fascist, or you can be a communist, or you can be a centrist, and you can be anything. So if you choose to be a fascist, you meet someone who is a hard left-wing, like communist, like a violent communist, okay? And you go and tell him, like, by the way, I'm a fascist. And he says this very poignant line where he says, like, you are not fascism, you're a meat shield that real fascists use while they rape children or like devour children. And it's like, holy shit, every right-wing MAGA cunt in America is basically just that, right? They think like, everyone who supports fascism always thinks like, I'm gonna be one of the fascists. And it's
Yeah.
like, no.
Yeah.
No, Disco Elysium is fantastic. It's very hard to recommend that game, though. Like, you know how you would not recommend, what's that fucking book you keep like, it's so fucking so cool.
What?
Michel Foucault's
Oh,
that shit.
The punishment.
The punishment and whatnot. It's like Disco Elysium is kind of like that for gamers. Like Disco Elysium is a lot of reading and not any gameplay per se, I think. Still, perfect game though. Holy shit. Like it made me like tear up and like I was an emotional wreck during I think like when you meet the person underground, I was like, what the fuck? And then the whole communal, I don't know what, and then the plasmid is so good. Disco Elysium is fantastic.
Yeah, let's talk about politics in Disco Elysium. So communism.
Yeah, Disco Elysium is a communist game, like made by communists. Like when they won the award, they straight up said like Karl Marx will return or something. But it's made by, it's so intelligent that like when you play the game, you think these are the critiques they'll put against fascism, these are the critiques they'll put against communism. But the critiques always go like some 7 levels more. They're actually very well read, very well educated like game designers.
What is this? I played Hades.
Joyce Messi. Oh, I played Hades 2. Oh, dude, I want to play Hades 2. Holy shit. I beat Hades 1. I got the final like family ending in Hades 1. I loved Hades 1 that much. No one. Joyce Messier says something hard about it's a character from Disco Elysium. She plays like the role of the wealthy liberal, like the ultra liberal. And I forgot.
I'm so sleepy. God damn.
The minute video games came up, it's like
No, I actually
I
realized.
want to go like, I want to go read books. Yeah, Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who critique Capital end up reinforcing it instead. Which is so fucking true. Because if you it's that thing we were talking about. If your whole career is making protest.
You are still making a career out of it.
Yeah. Like if you make a living out of protesting capitalism, you are capitalism still. It's like all those like, it's like Hassan, that fucking, that streamer who's like a multi-millionaire, but he's like, dude, socialism, dude. Am I right, dude? Shock dog. Aryan's here. Let's go. काम करो guys, ये discuss करके कुछ नहीं होगा.
That's also true. That's what the special is about.
Disco Elysium has a critique for that too. You know what? Disco Elysium is cruel to one path. It never judges you if you're a fascist or communist or like a misogynist or anything. You can be these things. It'll never critique you. It'll allow you to play it out. The characters may critique you. The game never shit talks you. But if you're a centrist, holy shit, your in-game, like the narrator shit talks you, you get an award that says like worthless or something. Like a Steam achievement, something that says like you're pointless. So, really good game, holy shit. One game, I don't know if I'll ever replay it though. Like, it was a whole like task and a half, my god. Right now I am playing Slay the Spire, Elden Ring with friends. That's also fun. We were supposed to play Valheim.
Oh yeah, that's
We've not had time to play that as well. Has anyone here played Factorio?
What's that?
It's like a game where you build a big fucking factory. The appeal of the game is at one point you lose track of what the factory does because it becomes fucking huge.
Interesting.
Not a gamer, I see. You want to talk about books? What book are you reading?
Still trying to finish the Rajesha book.
Which book?
Serving the Republic, I think.
I didn't hear that.
Serving the Republic, I think.
Serving the Republic.
Right, in service of Republic. I think.
Why do you read like these books
In
that aren't
service
fun?
of the Republic.
But
The
genuine.
art and science of economic policy. That's the name of the
What the fuck?
It's a fantastic. I think everyone should read that book. Like
Have you finished it?
Like I'm close to finishing.
How long have you been reading it?
About a month, I guess.
How long is the book?
It is a big book. I mean, it's not going to obviously, like, it's a kind of book you have to reread chapters to kind of understand what the fuck they're going on.
This sound, I know what I sound like when I tell you, like, bro, you should
525
play
pages.
Sekiro, bro.
525 pages.
You should play Sekiro. It's challenging. It's
And-
good.
No, but this, like, the kind.
Yeah, this is what I sound like.
No, that is still a game, bro. It actually gives you a way to think about like all policy, which is pretty cool.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, but this is exactly what you should play Elden Ring,
Bro,
pussy.
he even made a video saying how to read this book, and he was like, you read the book, make notes, and you do discussion groups. Then you reread the chapter and sort of like you fight the ideas.
I
out
see
types.
like where your masochism like kind of expresses itself. I think for me it's definitely games. Have I told you about Pathologic too?
Yeah, the rats game, right?
Yeah, no, it's not the rats game.
No, you told me it's the game like he has to find a cure or something.
Yeah. Oh my god, that game sounds so attractive. Like holy shit, you have to manage hunger, sweat, thirst. Not enough hours in the day, blah blah. I never finished it. I rage quit the game though.
Drama here.
Drama.
I'll go take a piss meanwhile.
Okay. Aryan says, do you guys do work, guys? Ye karke no one. I tried and it's too complex for me. Sorry, which game? I'm sorry, I missed it. I have a small brain. Bro, is this rage bait or satire? What do you think? What's your opinion on AI? Why are you asking? What's your opinion on AI? I used to think it would be like the invention that like kind of ends humans in a way. But now what I feel like is that AI is something that is revolutionary and yada yada yada, whatever the selling points they tell investors and they tell us. But it's slowly dawning on, I think, everyone that maybe a scam. It could just be a scam. It could be something that's not really that efficient. Maybe like it could be something that's not where it is. It could be like it could be something that's ahead of its time. Maybe it should come out much later. But I also feel like the way AI is being implemented is so anti-human. The whole aspect of just eliminating work outright, straight up, I think sounds normal to us. We all go through technological leaps and jobs get removed, sure. But never on this scale. I feel like this scale, entire sectors get removed, right, if AI works. So I think it's probably like something. There's this game called Star Sector. I haven't played, but in the game they have this ruling that you can never have an AI core. The entire universe has taken a ruling that AI is banned. You can use rogue AIs, but if you're caught using that, you'll be punished severely for it. Something like that sounds like appealing to me, because this thing, we are essentially, if AI works out, aren't we essentially making the next step in the food chain? Isn't that what it is? Sorry, long tangent, yes. What is Aryan says? What do you think? ChatGPT always gives 100% right info. No. Aryan, chill out, bro. A small encounter is just asking a question, bro. ChatGPT is literally like just hallucinating through every answer. That's how they fucking work. In fact, have you seen that one Michael Reeves short where he breaks ChatGPT?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because what he discovered is that ChatGPT is always responding to your question, never every other chat.
Yeah.
So like how it works is hideously inefficient in a way. So he broke it because every time it responds to a question, it compresses or like it goes through all your chat and then responds again. So what he did is he basically went in and edited his previous answers. Machine broke. Actually just broke. So what do you think? Do you think AI will ever like do anything? Given that the bubble is bursting, Sora is
do
dying.
something, but I don't think it would do as much as the doomsday level stuff that we were thinking of
When it first came out,
yeah. But at the same time, I also think this may be like a phase where AI slowly dies down, but maybe 10-15 years later.
Yeah, I was saying maybe it's ahead of its time.
Yeah,
Like it'll
and
come back
then
out
it'll
later.
actually come back and then it'll completely fuck us over.
Yeah. Small encounter. It feels like AI will never go back into its box, but the thing we have now feels like a scam. Yeah, that's true. I think that is true.
That's what, like, in 10-15 years we might have a full like AI.
I don't think it's 10-15 years. I think
Or
you
like
should.
a few years.
Like the timeline is always getting
It's
exponentially
it's more
faster.
faster. So probably 6-7 years, 5-6 years.
No one says I'd be surprised if the best model was right 70% of the time. That's true. Funny anecdote. He lost a poker hand because of AI.
Yeah.
So shit sucks.
Yeah.
Shit lies to you a lot. I'm sure like it works, and I'm sure like I've used it just for like text spinning nonsense. Like I can just text spin nonsense.
All our essays are just like ChatGPT.
Hola?
All our essays are just.
Yeah, all the video essays you've seen is just ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I know you guys were like, wow, so well written.
Yeah.
ChatGPT.
I do see.
We're lying. We
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
write our
please,
shit, please.
But I do see when some content is clearly written by AI, I'm just like.
Discuss. Okay, Prajakta Kohli put out a book, mostly sane. In her acknowledgement page, Ritvik showed me this yesterday, okay?
It's a
She
chat.
straight up said, I wrote this acknowledgement with ChatGPT because I've never read an acknowledgement page, so I don't know how to write it. Thank you, ChatGPT. Now, what emotion? Because when I heard that, I was like, light that book on fire. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Who the fuck? Like, genuine question. Like, I get it. There are some people who are who like ending their own lives. I guess they're like, I'm in support of AI. But would you ever pay for AI slop books?
I mean, we are inherently paying for a lot of AI stuff. So many ads that we watch on, like.
Sure, but like a product, like you want a piece of art, like you buy a book, right? If you found out like ChatGPT was involved in it, wouldn't you just be like, why am I like
What
what?
people are into like AI porn and stuff, they'll buy credits for that shit. So.
Gooners are a different thing. Gooners, they don't exist in the same. There's no rationale with gooners.
So it's like they'll pay for the AI.
Dude, gooners have no like. There's no logical reasoning when that happens. There's that, you know that one JCS video, that guy who spent his entire family's life savings on an OnlyFans model and then murdered his whole family. Do you think gooners exist in the same plane of existence?
It feels like AI will never go. Oh no, I'd be surprised if no, man, I just want to build a PC.
Yeah, bro. Fucking RAM.
I think AI needs a lot of patience instead of building it through hook or crook and brute force. Build it like labor of love instead of Silicon Valley product. I'd be disappointed if I spend a single dime on an AI generated artistic product.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I will never go watch an AI movie. I mean,
I remember when people heard about AI movies, they were like, wow, the future of filming. Like, the fuck is this? It actually looks like
I
shit.
saw something on Instagram where they were like vertical film festival. I think you might have.
Yes.
Why?
Vertical film fest, I understand. If you're making movies
But
in a
no,
vertical
they were
format, I
saying
get
that
it.
Like you can swipe it and something and all they were saying. Basically, like we will project your like doom scroll on a screen type. Something I heard.
Ew. I just thought it's a shark, but it's vertical. I didn't realize it was a reel.
I mean, maybe I'm getting it wrong.
That's fucking.
It sounded. That's what the whatever ad they had sounded like to us. Like,
That actually makes me feel tired. Like, what the fuck?
we need to go watch it. In big
Go watch the
phone.
reels on the big. Yuck. Yeah. Oh my god. Call me like an old man, but fuck that shit. Salamander, Saukar Peti 2 written by ChatGPT. You know what? I would be depressed if I found that out.
ChatGPT cannot write. I think
That's
it's
what.
actually incapable. of writing.
I would be depressed because the original is so intrinsically
Wait,
human.
is Sokarapetta 2 coming?
Huh? No.
No, right?
No.
It's like, what?
I mean, hey, if it's coming, let's go. Varanasi, get the fuck out. The door is there. Saukar Peti 2.
Sokarapetta is my.
Vadivudayan, director, come.
crazy. You remember the director's name?
I remember I never forgot that moment. Is there in the shit talking where I just talked to the director like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because he showed the camera here, cut to an insert of the wide, and then like established the shot again. I was like, okay, cool, man, cool, do it. No one says there's a Ramayana coming out wholly generated by AI. There's a Mahabharata that was AI. We saw like 15 minutes of it. It is trash. So bad. People really underestimate the like human connection thing when you see a human in a movie. Like how intrinsic and subconscious that connection is. Like if you see a human going through pain in a movie, you're like, oh yeah, I relate. Like you feel it. That's part of the movie thing. You see some slop bitch getting hit, you're like, yeah, fine. I'll prompt more hits, sure. Smallwing Condor. One of my friends came to me asking my help to publish his book on the Kindle store. He sent me his AI generated book. I read it. Never in my life I came close to having an aneurysm.
I think the worst thing AI did is just like it actually reduced the value of the real people who are like by building like like if you are actually someone who was writing websites mein articles and stuff, right? Now you are competing against AI.
I have like
just like mixing.
I have like two points, right? Like one thing you said, like it devalues actual work. 3 points. 2, it seems like everything AI was sold as it is not living up to. It was supposed to be this revolution that helps everybody. It is helping nobody. Frauds, scams, slop, dog shit, all time high. If you showed that like Fruit Love Island shit to like a Victorian child, bro, I would like actually smother myself in the chimney. What is that? And then the third thing is, this is more of a communist thought, I guess. I saw this point where someone basically said, the one thing the wealthy did not have access to is talent that you get through hard work. And now they have it. There's all these, I think one thing makes me like really fucking irrationally angry is when I see AI artists and they're like, dude, I can't learn to draw, it'll take a long time. That's why I'm an AI artist, dude, let me prompt and generate. And legit, there is no kind way to tell them, but like suck dicks in hell, bro. Pick up a pencil, right? Like, is that hard? Like learning to draw stick figures? It's so bad. Like, just learn to draw.
Paul Stark, all right, I'm back. What are we doing? We're shitting
We're
on
trashing on AI, bro. Fucking.
I feel like the mediocrity was worth something before AI. And now it's worth nothing. Yeah.
I feel like before mediocrity was only ever. I think the best way to look at mediocrity.
Paul Stars is naming currently working in AI, not LLM's actual AI.
Oh shit. Oh.
Yeah, I'm against AI art too. Paul Stars says. AI is a recreation engine. It can't survive without us. Narrative's mind.
Yeah. No, because like the way all these LLMs work is by regurgitating whatever we put in. So even like if you think for 5 minutes, you're like, okay, if humans stop putting in this breaks, the financial model is also so fucked. So
I think the whole copyright angle, there's so many angles.
The copyright angle also makes me so mad.
It's like we put like one song and like all these producers are property.
But then I go to Sora and I write like Spider-Man, or I go to any of these things and I do like Spider-Man, it's there. Like there's
like AI. I can recreate the whole like script and write like, can you write a movie like Mayaragan in that code? And it is write some nonsense. And it's like, that's fine. But
that's disgusting.
If I put a music from the movie, it's like, guys, it's taking your remote
my money, my billionaire company money.
Hard-working people.
This guy, like the Ante Sundaraniki thing pisses me off so much now. Like, oh no, like the movie no one watched when it came out, and no one's watching years later. Got publicity by a human. Cut this guy,
please.
But then, if I am very certain, if we made AI slob shots, like what if, what's the character's name?
Sundar.
What if Sundar met his Leela in France? Some nonsense like that, right? This whacked out media thing would be like, oh my god, promote. Can we do like a collab reel on that? Scum. I'm so fired up. Holy shit. I hate AI so much. Working on actual AI, yeah, not LLMs. It's different. Like, I think actual AI is different from this. It's an actual intelligence. LLMs are literally just predictive text on crack, I think. Narrator's mind. AI Mayargan will end with to name reveal, please pay premium.
Please insert name.
Yeah. I think one thing that's making me quite optimistic about this downfall of LLMs, right? It's like all the prices are going up for subscriptions. Like literally 2 years ago, they were so ubiquitous. They were everywhere. Everyone was like, you should be AI skilled. You should be able to use AI in your job. And now just using the AI is becoming a task. Like it's more expensive. It's more inefficient. There's this hilarious like thing where vibe coding was a job title that came up. And now there's another job title which is like vibe coder cleanup.
Cleanup, yeah.
What the fuck? And one thing that makes me genuinely mad is all the inhuman, like incomprehensible amounts of money that are being pumped into LLMs. They could actually be pumped into the planet.
Yeah, we could solve poverty.
Solve poverty, world hunger, like try and unfuck global warming as little as we can. So much we could be doing, and instead we're funding slop machines, bruh.
Yeah.
It's so fucking crazy. Priorities are so fucked. Paul Stark, a Wonkar Y aesthetic Ante Sundaraniki would be a banger. Disgust. No one. Claude Mythos is truly going to murder the junior coder role. It's miles ahead. Do you think they let Claude Mythos out? Did you hear about Claude Mythos? So it's essentially the latest iteration of Claude, right? The big controversy around it is Claude Mythos found vulnerabilities in all our operating systems that we use today that it can exploit. Like it was actually able to just find it and find these exploits. So there's been these meetings with a lot of big CEOs, with banks, with heads of banks, all like actual powerful people. They've met to actually discuss the implications and ramifications of Claude Mythos to try and prepare, which is kind of scary when you think about it. Like, your money could just go because some guy probably hacked into it. Is the very layman version of fear mongering that. But yes, Paul Stark probably knows that more. Paul Stark says they asked some of my colleagues to report on how AI is being used currently in workflow to automate and fire them. And if they did not use the mandated AI, they are fired for non-productive. Yeah. There's a very interesting report where like AI seems to be popular only in like managers' notebooks, not with actual employees. Because managers are like, dude, productivity is going up. Let's go. But actual employees like, I cannot work with this.
Yeah.
This is actually bad.
I'm doing hard work now. I'm doing more hard work and giving some points to AI.
Yeah.
That is pretty.
It is pretty messed up. Priorities are messed up. AI is pretty. It legit just seems like another scam. And if you're being very conspiratorial, right? I feel like we were exposed to all this one after another for a reason. The pandemic, the AI boom, the job loss, it's too coincidental.
Durandar.
Somewhere in all this, there's Akshay Khanna aura forming. Yeah, I guess we can close it there.
On such a positive note.
On such a positive note, we are screwed, guys. I mean, no, wait, fuck. We were gonna. We forgot. Yeah, movie discussions.
Yeah, not movie discussion. Okay, so two things we want to finalize. One is when do we do the shit talking? What is the time types?
Yeah.
And the other is.
For this weekly stream thing, we thought, hey, it's not every week we're gonna have a movie or a big movie to watch.
or discuss about.
So
But we want
why don't
to-
we put up polls and we can put like some movies, everyone votes on a movie or we pick movies, something like that, and we talk about it here
a
on
movie
stream.
club?
Like a movie club thing, yes.
We watch, discuss, like it might be movies that we've already watched or new movie,
Yeah.
whatever. Anything that's available to watch
On OTT.
on OTT or
Would be
like
preferred.
or the P word. Yeah.
Fuck, I had a joke, I forgot. Fuck me. The P word, which is purchasable. Yes, that was the yes.
Doing college during this AI boom is kind of making me feel like my degree is going to be yes.
Hey, man, I don't want to be like a fucking asshole.
I genuinely think it does feel like, because it's like even when I was in college, like it was still like beginning of AI, where I was like, I sat and wrote this entire essay, and the guy who just generated it got better marks. I'm like, what is the point?
Yeah.
What is the fucking point? Yeah.
No, I.
The amount of dissertations that I saw, which were just fully generated and stuff, I'm like, okay, cool, wonderful.
I'm sorry, Condor. It depends on your degree. I would say. I think if you're in comp sci, like Paul, I think you do have a shot at like actual gainful employment. But I also feel like since you're probably in college, you're a fresher, and freshers are basically the job market genuinely just thinks freshers don't exist. Like freshers are just not a state of being to the every company. It's like, do you have minimum 20 years experience?
In this specific thing,
Then you can have a fresher role.
then you're okay for an internship.
Internship we'll take. But like, wait, what? You're a college graduate. Hey, get the fuck out.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, we need to figure that out.
What do you guys think?
What do you guys think? I was trying and setting up the Discord today. I set up like a few channels. I am very like scared of setting that thing up.
Why?
It's like I don't know what a movie club or movie thing has. So I was like, okay, what do I make here? What do I do? How do people talk and whatnot? But yeah, I figured we could do all these streams. Of course, there'll be like big movies we'll understandably watch and we'll talk about here. But when there aren't any big movies, we all can pick something to watch and we can talk about it. Whether you guys want that to be streamed or whether you guys want that to be a discussion, etc., etc. We are open to suggestions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now we wait.
Give us suggestions, please. We need to go get dinner. What's her name? Kritika. Is she also here eating dinner, watching this?
I am hungry.
Oh, small wing counter. My degree is ironically CSE, AI and ML. Hey, you'll be fine, I think. You can be optimistic.
Okay. There'll be a Durandar 4. Where
It turns out like, Durandar is now carrying like data centers back from Pakistan. Like, ah! So we can generate like, Hanuman slop. Fucking.
should the Indian AI slop?
Should the Indian AI slop? Salamander says we can. No, we cannot.
We cannot.
How can we? It's not out yet. It has to come out on OTT.
Yeah.
I know. I also. Yes.
But then we have to do it on Discord. We should not do a live stream like
No way.
discussing.
We have to put like disappearing messages and shit. We have to like evacuate everything. Yeah. Paul Stark, we can watch Ready or Not too. Yeah, see, all of these things, just put it on Discord. We can discuss all this on Discord. Because I think like on stream discussions, we're all hyped and we find something. And then on Discord, it's like 1, 2, and then like 4 other people. So I will put like polls and whatnot on the Discord and we can do it. Oh my God, someone new. Rendrol, welcome to the chat. 10th result. What is your 10th result?
Is it like it's because I think today some 10th results came out, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
10th and 12th results.
Oh
came
my
out.
God. What was your 10th result? I don't
I got
know.
CGPA 10.
Oh! Fuck! I was 9.2.
Oh my god, how I wouldn't even talk to you.
Fucking worked so hard for that too.
I fucking 10 also I worked pretty hard, bro. Fuck.
No, I know.
I
never said anything about your 10.
No, I know.
All 10s always did this shit around
No.
me. Like, we worked so hard for it. Like, bitch, I worked hard too.
No, I'm just remembering my rule. The way I did it, right? I had Telugu as my second language. I had like I think science or something. The very next day Telugu I'm worst. Like that's the subject I was very scared of because I was bad at writing all that. So that I still think as one of the most traumatic days for me, where I was just like, you came in studying all this for this exam, like next day another exam, and I had to just like literally the whole day I was studying. I woke up at 2 o'clock, I was studying, then directly went. I don't even know how I wrote. I just wrote, came back. I was like, yeah, that was the worst.
I think my 10th boards was so peaceful. 12th boards was a fucking nightmare. Paul Star, small children are joining. Yeah, actually. What the fuck is up with all the kids in the street? Paul Stark, I got 10-2, did not work hard, did not work at all, had depression. Dude, Paul Stark just seems like a fucking asshole.
I at least am agreeing that I did work hard. It's like,
And appendicitis. Yeah, I was cutting out my appendix with this and I was writing my exam.
I was actually doom scrolling before doom scrolling existed as I was.
Okay, Paul. All right, Paul. I was actually such a schmuck. I think in ninth I got a CGPA of like 4 or 5. It's like very bad. Yeah, so it was high time I had to improve, and I worked so hard. Like I actually studied every day, made notes, got the 9.2, and I felt like shit when I got 9.2. Even though last year I got 4 or 5, right? Getting 9.2, I was like, oh my god, I have failed, I have flunked, I am gone. Then after I came here to India and I joined school, right? I had like this enormous ego boost. Because it turns out the second highest was 8.4.
Oh.
So I was like, yeah guys, it's your average genius, boy genius over here. No, and I winged my exams, and after that I figured out that they wanted us to wing it instead of copying it rotta. Salamander, when is the watch along for Agent? Yes, that's what we were.
The first one is Agent, is that?
It wasn't, but sure, yeah, we can make the first one Agent, yeah. Hey, Salamander, you chose it. Props. We're all, if the movie is not good, you're gonna get so much slander. But if the movie is great, right, you're gonna get slander anyway because we're ending it weak now. Paul Stark, the true suffering came through JEE. I had existential crisis, was literally a walking zombie in the last 2 months. I can't even imagine the whole JEE, IIT mains, and holy shit. You actually must have like gone through hell for that. Small wing condor, I got 10 and I didn't even write the exam code.
I forgot that there's this entire
The
like
COVID batch, right?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out. God damn.
Not even real.
Yeah.
We were going to fucking shit government schools to write these exams, and here they're just like, yeah, dude, I just kind of like sent something on like I just chat GPT.
Imagine, bro. My god, I would have been happy. Narrator is my favorite animation film. Oh, quick answer.
Incredibles.
Fuck.
Ratatouille.
Yeah, Pixar, Ratatouille. Yeah.
Anyways, yes, decided.
Yeah. Okay, guys. We've decided we'll watch Agent, I guess. Tokyo Godfathers, very based. Fuck. Let me put the Discord link here. I keep forgetting at the start. Very sorry to the stream thing, guys.
What?
No, like I think like it's a good idea when you're streaming to just pin the link there. And I keep thinking of doing it, and I keep forgetting. So
That's why 9.2.
Yeah. My bad.
Fuck, RCB won again. Jesus. I mean, yeah, they were up. I mean, I'm glad I didn't go for this match. So one-sided, actually. Gee. I'm going for the next match.
RCB versus?
Delhi. The next one. This is RCB versus Lucknow. Very one-sided.
I could do some Lucknowi biryani actually.
I'm gonna go for RCB versus Delhi. I'm hyped.
When?
Saturday.
This Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh!
I'm hyped. I'm hyped. Hopefully it's a close match.
Oh shit, you're going for. Ah, damn. Okay.
What happened?
No, I was thinking of poker. It's okay.
I mean, there's a chance we may not get tickets, so that's also.
Oh, you haven't the tickets even, but you're
No,
going.
Like, you know, someone who has the tickets. Hope they said it'll happen. So, like,
Yo, where is the Discord link here?
by the way, have you guys seen SRH come back? We gonna tsunami the 300 to the finals. I mean, it is surprising that they did win against like RR. Not even the. I think everyone thought, oh, well, they'll dominate with the batting at best. Somehow they were like 12 for 5 in 3 overs. I was just like, when I was watching the match, I didn't get to watch the first over. Opened the second over and I saw 3 for 1, and it was 1 for 3, and I read it as 3 for 1. I was like, oh, 1 wicket gone. Then I was like, this is the revolutionary over, 3 wickets in first over, biggest record and all. I was like, what the fuck? It is 1 for 3 runs. Crazy. Also, just in prediction for MI went extremely bad.
Yes.
Guys.
Mental breakdown
Guys,
scenes.
if you really know about MI, first 4 or 5 matches is when they're playing. They're just kind of chilling. They do comebacks. No, I'm not even making this. Is not just scope. They genuinely have done this.
Hey, it's
so
okay,
many
man.
times.
I didn't say it was scope though.
And the way you looked at it.
I literally was my lips were dry, bro. What the fuck?
But basically, yeah, I think.
Holy
but I genuinely
shit.
did think like the way they played the RCB match. I was just like, gee, should I just skip to fucking RR now? At least they're beating the fuck out of the ball. Anyways. 10th I got all pass, 11th I dropped out, then I joined Polytechnic. I just avoided the public exam pressure. Narrator's mindset.
God damn,
Animation
bro.
would be easily Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse.
Anime would be Paprika.
Oh, you like Paprika that much? Damn.
No one says I'm gonna homeschool my kids. This public school shit is worthless in India. I've actually thought about that too.
I remember we were discussing that too. I think like you said homeschooling is better. And I said like there's a social aspect to school that's really useful.
It is, but it's also like you can kind of replicate that if that is the only.
How do you replicate it?
By actually getting other homeschool people and other
okay,
kids.
like that.
And
Yeah,
kind
fair
of,
enough. Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing.
yeah,
honestly.
that's all this fucking school.
I
shit.
feel like everything school teaches you to do is just be obedient.
Yeah, because like we all have been traumatized by schools, but when we become parents, we are all like, we have to throw them in this system only. I also used to be like fucking homeschooling is like what not
It's a scam, yeah.
do, but I don't think
Now in hindsight, it feels better.
yeah, SRH gonna win. I do want SRH to come because it's a more fun team. Like even like I don't really care about like Hyderabad feeling and all, but I do think it's a more fun team to come through. Bangalore is more like. You can never free Chaitanya Parayana your kid after going through the asylum yourself. Yeah.
What is free Chaitanya?
It's the 11th and 12th thing I went to. Like mine is Aditya.
Oh,
this is
okay.
Sri Chaitanya Narayana is basically that only. I went to the more indie version. Sri Chaitanya Narayana is the more like mainstream.
You got auto torture.
Yeah. The only claim to fame Aditya had is that like Sukumar. Not studied, like he taught there.
Taught, yes.
Like for 1 or 2 years somewhere in like fucking 2000s. And they're like, that's all we have going for us.
But yeah, fuck. I will set up the whole Discord servers thingy.
But are you guys interested in doing this movie club thing?
I think the movie club thing is fun.
I know we think it is fun, I'm saying.
I think we can impose it.
It is fun. Fascism. It's fun and you have to do it now.
This is not a democracy.
It's the rule now.
It's the rules.
But we just thought it was fun to kind of discuss.
Yeah, because we've also been seeing like there's all these ads for other cinema clubs and whatnot.
Yeah.
Why not get in on that action? The real shit is China batch.
I know what he's talking about. I think it's China is the if I'm not wrong, it's like a mix of both or something like that. I think mains plus advanced, some shit like that. Like I remember my brother was in IPL batch. Some nonsense they had. As a para student, it's a fucking nightmare. Can you tell me that movie thing, club thing again? Rishi asked.
Holy fuck, dude, our communication is so bad. Like, we should, you know what it should be ideally? We describe the thing and people can just go see, like, okay, that's where this is
So what
what's
we are
happening.
trying to do is that
Yes.
we will be streaming every week on Wednesdays most probably.
Yes.
And we want to watch because there are not enough mainstream movies every week.
And the other thing I also realized is not everyone who's watching the stream
Has
can
watched.
also go watch the movie and come watch it quickly
Yeah.
enough.
So it will be nice if we go. There are so many movies that we've not watched. You guys may not have watched, and it'll be nice to kind of watch. And every week we watch one movie and we discuss about it.
We discussed that, yes.
That'll be kind of cool. So that's what we are trying to do.
Yeah.
And we have our Discord thing pinned here. And
Join
we
the
will
Discord.
give more updates on what
We will actually make it a proper
Can
server.
we not like decide on the movie now?
Movie club movie.
No. Yeah, for the next week.
Uh,
Or do you think we should take time and ask them?
I'm not opposed to. The only reason I don't think we should decide immediately is only like 11 viewers.
Yeah.
But also like everyone here is probably the people who will also join.
Yeah, there are few people who are not here.
Guys, the Discord link is invalid. How? What? How? I did the like. Oh my god! No way! I made it like an infinite invite. Edit links in 7 days. How, bro? Fucking put it as never. Okay. Jesus Christ. God, I'm so sorry, guys. My God.
Delete the other one.
Yeah. Replacement message.
No, delete it also.
Where is it?
Oh, it's here. The 3 button.
Wait, isn't that this message? Yeah, that's this message, bro. China is basically the collaboration of the top 25 from Chaitanya and Naranya collaboration between the What do they collaborate on?
It's like sort of the nerdiest of nerds who.
No, like how does it work?
I don't even know actually.
Like if I'm from Chaitanya and you're from Narayana,
They'll
How do
be
we-
like, you're
what
the
do we do?
best, and they'll get us all and give the best lectures so that we all get top ranks for straight. That's the China. I didn't reach the depths of that.
Damn.
But I remember like I mean, yeah.
I think I had the potential to be, but I think like my whole puberty thing hit me and I was just like, studying is a scam. I don't want to do any of this shit no more, man, and all that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but that's what
Do you
the...
want to decide on the movie now or Discord?
Do you have a movie in mind? You're asking that question. I don't have a movie.
Guys, do you guys have a movie in mind?
There were a few movies that came up. I remember Ashutosh said like Satya.
I had one movie, Godzilla -1.
Yeah, fair.
Because I saw Godzilla -0 today. The teaser and I'm like, I can revisit that.
I haven't seen -1 still, so can do that.
You can definitely watch.
I need to.
Godzilla -1, anyone? Yay, nay.
Okay, look. Wait. It says expired. I don't have permission to join, which is
Chaitanya
weird.
and Parayana are
Rishi, did you
glorified,
get banned? What?
are glorified education sweatshops.
Wait, why can't
You have to
Rishi
show him
join? What
that
hell?
parody video from Bye Bye. Yeah, I'll show it to him. It's the. Yeah. It says it expired or I didn't.
I actually don't know why you can't join, Rishi.
Basically, you get thrown in the same class and work on the things yourself, and the teachers are just advisors and they don't actually teach. Whoa. Okay, I had no idea about these things. That's crazy. Seems interesting. Oh, yeah, Godzilla -0 teaser. Yeah. Godzilla -1 is goated. Yeah.
Rishi, if you're on Instagram, can you DM us there? We'll try and like figure it. Like I don't know. I don't think like no one got any bans.
Ran by
No
Kurosawa.
one's been banned.
Small
and
win.
shit.
We can do Godzilla -1.
Ran by Kurosawa. Okay, that's another option.
Godzilla entering USA through
NYC rather than San Fran via Pacific Ocean, though. Yes, I saw the teaser. It like goes past the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
And that looked really cool.
Godzilla -1.
Ran.
Are you decided on Godzilla -1? I'm just gaslighting. I think we
I
have
know.
decided. I think everyone's
You keep
on
asking the same
Like,
question
I-
again and again. People are like, okay, I guess, yeah.
Godzilla minus one, Godzilla minus one.
Godzilla minus one,
Minus
Godzilla
one,
minus
minus
one. Okay, wait.
Or like an Indian movie. If there's any other Indian movie suggestions.
Literally
outside.
pick any movie, you guys.
Yeah.
If you guys have like a flick in mind, we'll try and do that.
I just want to start with something more fun than like.
Then something really
Serious,
heady and serious, and
heavy
something
and-
really like contemplative and like boring.
Yeah.
My pick would have been Resurrection, but that I think I'll give fourth pick. Not first. Fourth.
16th.
The second.
Godzilla. No. Yeah. Rishi says yeah, cool.
Astartes. Oh my god, yeah, you sent that link, man. Fuck.
Is that
You know,
the last
it's the Warhammer short. You know the crazy thing, I still haven't seen the short because I'm like, okay, we'll all watch it together, gang. Still haven't seen it. Salamander, is it weird to not watch any teaser? Or no, that's the best way to watch a movie.
I think I was
Unironically
following
the
it
best.
for like last 2 years. Now so I was like proper. Like I didn't watch like I think the like for Project Hail Mary I didn't watch it for a long time. I think I did it for so many movies and it was actually the best.
I remember.
way. I didn't do it for fucking like what's that?
Killers
Bong
of the
Joon-
Flower Moon
Yeah,
as
Killers
well.
of the Flower Moon. I didn't do it for Bong Joon Ho's like this
Mickey
Mickey
17. Yeah.
It's great. This year I've been kind of like, yeah, I'm excited. I'll watch.
Killers of the Flower Moon, the teaser was actually so incredible. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do Astartes and collectively dive into Warhammer 40k lore. No. Warhammer 40k lore is so dense. I sat and listened to like 2 hours of it. It's like, wow.
I think
It's cool
Godzilla
though.
minus one.
Godzilla minus one is a pick. Ran is the other pick. We'll have like a few more picks in the Discord, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll
And-
set up an actual
And
channel.
what
so-
about shit talking like?
Yeah, we have
Garbage
Agent
Festival.
and- yeah,
Agent is decided.
Uh-huh.
So that is Agent is decided for sure. When is the question?
When is what we need to decide? Because Saturday you are not free, and Sunday I think, well, Sunday we need to see. So we will find a date. The last picture show. Oh, cello show. We're not seeing cello show.
I'm very like bitter about that movie.
Yeah, same. But like I don't mind.
fucking
I don't
my
blame.
RRR
No, I don't blame the movie. I blame our
blame-
fucking. I blame our government. They didn't send Sardar Udham. That's my like Roman Empire thing. Like that movie not getting sent.
I watched Goodfellas. Is there a better Scorsese movie? I loved this.
There are so many great Scorsese movies. Dude, you are in for a treat actually. Holy fuck. If you want more of the same, go watch Casino. If you want something more spiritual, go watch Silence.
Besides the national garbage is on some national holiday.
What's the next national holiday?
Ambedkar Jayanti just passed, right?
Fuck, man.
As a
That
tribute
seems a bit
to
fuck. Yeah,
Ambedkar
let's not
Jayanti,
do
we'll
that.
like-
We watch trash
Yeah.
because we hate this guy. No, I don't think we're doing a fest, Paul. We'll watch like
we'll
one
only
movie.
watch one movie. We are not
Yeah.
in full on.
Yeah,
we'll watch
yeah.
one movie.
We'll watch one movie. I
I
think
think
the fest, like
it
a lot of
takes-
people, one, do not have the time or wherewithal. The other thing is also that like we're not making a video this time. It's purely like a
Even if we
fun
make
time.
one, it will be like more small.
So that we can release it instead of like making this 1 hour long video thing that comes
Yeah.
out months later.
Yeah.
We can release it on like a good enough schedule. So we'll do it one at a time.
So the first movie is going to be Agent, and when
We will decide.
Yeah.
The overdose is too high. We are doing microdose. No, I completely agree with you. I love the idea of overdosing on bad movies. It was great.
But I think for that overdose, maybe we'll do the national holiday thing.
Ah,
Yeah.
like Republic Day. No, for Independence Day.
August.
What's the next national holiday? Yo?
May 1st is like Labor Day or something.
May 1st is a holiday.
But also Patriot is releasing that day.
Ah.
Anyways.
Okay. Anyways,
Okay.
good night, guys. Thank you for joining the
Thank
stream.
you for joining the stream. We will let you know full updates soon. We watched
watched
this
it
thing and nearly died.
Here's the thumbnail regular. अरे ये क्या मूवी है? Rupert Pumpkin. Oh my god. Welcome.
Hello.
Sorry to say bye. I was watching a movie and I missed the stream. It's okay. Never feel sad for watching a movie, man.
You can rewatch the stream.
Yeah.
It's as long as the movie.
At this point, yeah.
Hi guys, bye guys.
Aryan, thank you for
Good night,
joining.
Post the date on Discord. Type.
Shit.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Type
Type
good
shit.
night, gang. Good night. Good night.
Good night. Bye bye.